From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, email it to me, box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Before we do get started, I want to encourage you, if you've not already, to pick up your copy of All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo. In it, we examines the careers and histories of 7 great fictional detectives, including Nero Wolfe, Sherlock Holmes, Columbo, and Monk. And we take a look at life lessons that can be garnered from their careers and histories. It's a fun read, and it is available for the Kindle or Kindle apps, as well as for the iPad and the Nook. And if you have another ebook reader, you can purchase it directly through smashwords.com. Now it's time for today's episode of The Adventures of Frank Race, The Adventure of The Lady in the Dark.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov, with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan. The war changed many things, the face of the earth and the people on it. Before the war, Frank Race worked as an attorney, but he traded his law book success. And when it was over, his former life was over too. Adventure had become his business. The Adventures of Frank Race. And now we join Frank Race for the adventure of The Lady in the Dark.
It had been a hot day in Paris, hot and clammy. And now with the coming of night, a thunderstorm crouched above the city, snarling and slashing at everything beneath it. It was a storm worth watching. So Mark Donovan and I had satisfied ourselves with the shelter of an awning that covered a sidewalk cafe on Rue Marcadet Poissonnier.
Oh, brother, ain't this something? Not a cab in sight.
There just aren't very many cabs in Paris these days, Marcus, particularly around the Marché Puce.
Hey, the lights.
That one must have hit a power station.
Holy cow, it's blacker than a coal miner's pocket.
Well, the rain's beginning to slacken. I almost hate to see it stop.
Race, did you get up?
No, why?
And somebody just sat down at this table. Somebody who ain't saying a word.
Oh?
Flick on your cigarette lighter. We'll get a gander at this party.
No, do not make a light. It would be dangerous.
Dangerous? To whom?
To a man who thinks you are his friend. If your name is Race.
I'm Race. Who's the man?
Dr. Amarant.
Amaran. Of course I'm his friend. Where is he?
Across the street, lying in the doorway. He saw you stop here while it was still light. You and your companion.
He's hurt.
They shot him. He cannot walk. He thought that maybe you would help him get to his hotel.
Of course I'll help him. I wouldn't wait.
Hey, what do you know? The lights are on again. You know...
Mark's whistle was for the girl. And it takes plenty of pulchritude to pucker the Donovan lips. But this one had it. Dark hair, cut short and curling. Full lips. A breathtaking sort of face.
You will go to him now?
Yes, and you?
I thought I would find a Fiat to move him.
Go with her, Mark.
Oh, sure. What's a fee?
The carriage. Go along with her. Wait a second.
What is it?
Your name. I don't believe I heard you mention it.
Janine. Janine Renault.
I crossed the street to the doorway she had pointed out. Dr. Amaran. It was a name that brought back a poignant memory.
Who is it?
It's all right, Amaran.
Ace.
Yes.
Ace, thank heaven. I thought I knew you when I saw you stop. I told myself it had to be you. Because, Ace, I'm in trouble.
As I remembered, Amaran, we've been in trouble before.
You talked to Janine?
She and Mark Donovan have gone for a fiac. Where are you staying, Amaran?
Square Cligny-en-Cour.
Well, we shouldn't have too much difficulty getting you there, even without...
What is it, Ace?
Someone outside. Several men.
And they found me.
Who are they, Amaran?
I don't know, Ace. I don't know. They must be hounding me because of something from the past. What are they doing now, huh?
They seem to be talking it over. No, they're coming up the steps.
A gun. Do you have one, Ace?
No gun, unfortunately.
Oh, help me up.
Come on.
We must get into the house before it's too late. Oh.
It is already too late, Amaran.
In the shadows behind his flashlight, he could have been an ape. An ape in a Chesterfield coat. There were 3 more behind him, silent, lethal barriers to anyone's peace of mind.
I told you it do no good to run, Amaran.
Perhaps not, look. But this time the odds are more in my favor. This time, I have a friend.
We are taking you, Amaran. Friend or no friend.
Lorca meant what he said, and he had the means to carry it through. So instead of trying to dicker, I ground a shoe into his shin and slammed a short left hook to his jaw. He went back against the others, and I tried jamming to shut the door, but they piled back against me with a lot of weight, a lot of slugging, until finally...
That takes care of him. And now, Amaran, we take care of you.
I came out of it to the realization that someone was bending over me. Someone wearing a perfume that for the moment made me forget the big throb that was my head.
Ah, you are going to be all right, Race.
Janine, how's Amaran?
He is not here. There is no one here but you and me.
What about Mark Donovan?
Still looking for a carriage. When we could not find one, I got worried and came back. What happened here?
There were just too many of them. Let me try sitting up.
Oh, what is it? You have not been shot?
No, I have an idea I was kicked after I was knocked cold.
Perhaps some cognac would help.
Or something like it.
Well, there is a bar in Square Cligny-en-Cour. We could walk to it from here. You could lean on me if you like.
Merci. Merci beaucoup. Looking at her across a table in the bar took some of the fog from my brain. And this was not by candlelight, but in the uncompromising glare of an electric bulb right above us.
It is good to sit down, no? This is not much of a place.
It's very good, Don. I can't even talk straight. It's very good to sit down. I'm quite contented being here.
Grace, who is Liesl Kruger?
Oh, a beautiful woman. She's no longer alive.
Oh, and you are in love with her?
Yes. She died trying to help me.
What was she like?
Lovely and warm, and she was a lot like you.
Thank you, Race.
What has Amaran been doing?
He has a small hospital for the poor. A sort of settlement. He's a wonderful surgeon. He could make a lot of money on the other side of the city, but he would rather spend his time with the poor.
How long has he been doing this?
Oh, it must be a year now.
And you? You're his...
Secretary. Simply his secretary.
Amaran told me he lived on this street. You know where?
No.
I wonder if they'd know him here.
Is it important?
I have an idea it might be quite important.
Then I shall ask for you.
She left me and moved to the bar. A slim figure, oblivious of the masculine comment she drew from the crowd. She came back frowning slightly with concentration.
Bartender knows him, and so do some of the others.
And his lodgings?
Number 27, only a few doors away.
Do you mind? I think I should go there at once.
Oh, you are still pale. Perhaps I'd better come with you.
We moved toward the door. To get out of the place, you went up a short flight of steps. It was here we were stopped by two men, one of whom I recognized as Lurker.
You do not seem to know when you had enough.
I've had quite enough, Lurker. Don't try to give me any more.
Why do you want to know where Amarant lives?
Amarant is my friend.
Sir? Well, we know where he lives. We take you there.
I prefer to go without you.
I said, we take you.
He stood 2 steps above me and plainly intended to have his way. So I doubled up, clutched a handful of his Chesterfield, and heaved him down the stairs. I leaned against the wall, spent from the exertion, and his partner lunged for me. But Janine, bless her, threw out a slim, tripping leg, and both of them were down.
Come, Race, before they get up. You think they might have brought him here?
It's possible. From the sound of it, there's someone in there.
You are going in? Here, then. Take this. I picked it up when that man dropped it.
Pistol, good girl. Stand back now while I open. All right. Don't move, any of you.
Good heavens.
There were 3 of them, 2 men and a girl, standing there frozen. Catching a glimpse of myself in the glass on the opposite wall, I could understand their concern. My hair looked as though I'd just clambered out of bed. I had a badly battered eye, and there were streaks of blood down my face. To top it off, I had the pistol level in their direction.
Is there, something wrong?
I'm sorry. I expected to find someone else here. I'm looking for Dr. Amaran.
Well, we've been waiting for him, too. But not with a gun.
I put the pistol away. She wasn't the type of person you wanted to threaten. She was a blonde with a pretty face and delightful contours. I mentioned my name, and the girl made herself known as Sally Clayton. She introduced the younger man with the nearsighted stare as Glenn Young, and the pudgy older man as Dr. Holka. I told them about Amaran. They stared at me anew.
But he might be dead. They may have murdered him.
Yes. How well do you people know him?
We know him very well. We all work with him at the hospital.
Any ideas as to why he's in a jam like this?
No.
Can't tell you a thing, but we've got to get him out of it somehow.
Yes, not only for his own sake, but there's the hospital and there's Pierre Philippe.
Pierre Philippe?
He's our worry patient right now. Poor child. He was knocked down by a runaway horse yesterday, and Amaran must operate on him tomorrow. Dr. Holka can tell you that.
Well, I'm afraid that even if we do get Amaran back, he's going to be in no condition to handle surgery. Isn't there someone else who can do the job, Dr. Holka?
The boy's skull was fractured, a critical injury in the Rowandic area. And there are 3 men besides Amaran who could operate successfully. Michel Fontaine is in the Riviera. Jacques Vissy is ill. And Dr. Boniface. No. Tomorrow is Sunday, and no one can find Dr. Boniface on Sunday. It will have to be Amaran. It will have to be Amaran, or the boy will die.
We'll return to the adventures of Frank Race in just about 1 minute. And now we return to the adventures of Frank Race.
My feeling about the affair was a reaction of physical and mental depression. A friend had needed help, and I had let him down. Even the presence of attractive females offered no lift at the moment. But something needed to be done. So I went back to the bar on Square Clignancourt and bumped into Mark Donovan. He shook his head when I told him about what had happened.
I can see just how this deal's gonna turn out.
You can?
Yeah, I can. No profit, lots of bruises, and maybe a heartache for a hangover. What do we do next, huh?
What we should have done in the first place. Start asking questions.
Oh, that's fine. Where?
Well, I'd say this was a likely place.
The place is congenial, anyway. Tell me something. What are we trying to find out?
I want to contact a lad called Lurker. I have the feeling that a chat with him could be quite productive. Where liquor flows, tongues are usually free. I got nowhere and took a couple of hours doing it. But Mark became the confidant of a lady of the evening, and as a result, we presently paid a visit to a nearby pension, a hotel exuding an atmosphere that could only have come from decades of dust, flavored, not delicately, by garlic.
All right. What is it?
Hello, Lurker.
What do you want?
Thought we'd come in and have a talk.
Yeah, just friendly conversation.
I got nothing to talk about.
We think you have quite a bit to talk about, and we're prepared to extract it from you. What happened to Amaran?
I tell you this much, but nothing more. We did not keep him with us. The police came as we were walking him away. We had to drop him.
What made you attack him in the first place?
I say nothing more.
You're going to tell me, and you're going to tell me who you're working for. You have the answers, and I want them as of...
Why don't you try asking me, chum? I got all the answers, too.
I'd never seen this one before. He was young and looked as though he should be selling insurance. He wasn't holding a gun visibly, but both hands were in his coat pockets, and I got the feeling he hadn't been reaching for a cigarette lighter. I had a hand in one of my pockets, too, gripping the pistol Janine had given me, and I thought that made it a standoff until two other men sidled into the room.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongues?
So Lurker's working for you?
Yeah, Lurker's working for me. And guys that work for me don't talk. Not more than once they don't.
An American in Paris. Must be an interesting story, the effect you've been having on foreign relations.
I'm Tommy Janis.
It's no pleasure.
No? Well, I got word that you was here, Ray, so I thought I'd tag along, too. Lurker's one of my boys, and I never leave my boys on a hook. You shouldn't have come here bothering them, Race. Because it makes me think that if I let you go, you'll just come back and bother them again. So I can't let you go, can I?
I told myself I could start shooting, but I knew that could have but one result with three other guns against us. Mark and I just wouldn't be around anymore. There was only one other out, but knocking off an electric bulb from your coat pocket by feel and nothing else, well...
What are you, the strong, silent type?
Guess I'm not very glib tonight. Had a hard evening.
And you're still having a hard evening, ain't you, Race? Kind of makes you sweat, don't it? I get kicks out of seeing guys sweat. Yeah, but you're supposed to be a tough boy. And you got beads of this stuff running down your forehead.
You misconstrue the significance of my perspiration, Tommy. You're right about my being under a strain. But it isn't for quite the reason that you...
What? Got it clear, right? Be right with you. Let's go.
Amaran's hospital turned out to be quite a setup. Recently built, all new equipment, a costly installation. Even though it was Sunday afternoon, there were a number of people waiting outside its consultation rooms.
Oh, Mr. Race.
Hello, Miss Clayton. I came in to see if you had any news concerning Dr. Amaran.
News? Well, we've something much better. Come with me.
With an air of suppressed excitement, she took me along the corridor to one of the rooms. Here, propped up in a hospital bed, his left arm in a sling, was Amaran.
Race, you're all right. You were not badly hurt, huh?
Nothing a good night's sleep couldn't handle. But how are you doing?
He just finished surgery on little Pierre Philippe. Successful surgery.
Surgery?
Oh, it had to be done, Race. And I think we were lucky enough to bring off a fairly decent job.
I learned last night that you'd been able to get away from those thugs. But I never thought you'd be doing surgery this morning.
Oh, I'm deeply grateful for last night, Race. Really. If you had not delayed them, who knows what might have happened, eh?
This institution, Amaran, it's a revelation.
Oh, yes. It has been the greatest thing of my life, Race. I hope it can go on being so, but...
If you're thinking of these attacks that are being made on you, they can be stopped.
Oh, well, I wasn't thinking of that alone. You see, there is something else.
Yeah?
Something that threatens the existence of the hospital itself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't go away, Glenn. You're not intruding. Race, this is Glenn Young, another American who is my good friend.
We met last night. Hello, Ray.
Hello, Young.
Oh, tell me, any luck with Madame Doucet, Glenn?
Just finished talking to her. And I'm sorry to say it was a very unhappy conversation.
Glenn Young seemed tired. His eyes had a staring look, and his brows were arched high, giving his forehead deep furrows. He took out a handkerchief and wiped his face.
Glenn, tell Race about our problem, huh?
It concerns the settlement race, the hospital.
Oh?
It was founded for Dr. Amarand and presented to him by a wealthy old lady, Madame de Serres. Since we don't operate on a profit basis, she also foots the cost of maintenance. But she's become upset because of what's been happening to the doctor. How she heard about it, I don't know.
Well, there was a reporter at the police bureau when they took me there last night. He probably called her. You see, Race, Madame de Serres is very devout, and she seems to have seized upon the idea that I've gone wrong or something, that I've become involved with underworld characters.
So she just indicated that she intends to alter her will, eliminating the trust clause endowing the hospital with permanent maintenance.
Which you could see would make it impossible for us to operate more than a few weeks. Tell me, Glenn, how did she sound, eh? Completely adamant?
Completely.
No.
I don't think we've got a prayer.
Well, stop thinking about it, Glenn. You've done your share. Go out and relax.
I'll try, Doctor.
I shall go and see Madame de Serres this evening.
Doctor, you can't. You're not well enough.
I'll have to be well enough. It cannot wait. Race, if you can make it, I would like you to come with me.
But we weren't able to make the visit that evening. By late afternoon, Amarand's arm began to hemorrhage, a circumstance that confined him for the night. Nevertheless, he appeared at my hotel early next morning, and we reached the de Serres home about 10:30. An ancient-looking mansion had brought to mind the incongruous thought of a Rococo mausoleum. The elderly servant eyed us as though we had come to sack the place.
I hesitate to disturb Madame. She has not yet rung for me.
This late? I had the idea that Madame de Serres was always an early riser.
She is. But this morning she is probably indisposed. But we never disturb her.
Well, perhaps you'd better this time. She's a very old lady,
Monsieur, you may be right. I shall go to her at once.
We were left waiting in the tremendous hall, and it wasn't but a few minutes before a startled wail came from above. I helped Amarand mount the stairs, and we moved into a gigantic bedroom.
Oh, Monsieur, something has happened. Something terrible. Madame, she has been strangled.
It had been done with a cord. She'd been garroted. The open French windows, the thick vines up the masonry, it was obvious how the killer had entered. The old lady had struggled. Bedclothes were awry, a tray of medicines had been tipped off her nightstand. I picked up 2 or 3 vials, a thermometer, a small rubber plunger, and a hypodermic needle.
Monsieur, shall I call the police?
I am afraid that there's nothing else to be done.
Race, we ought to get out of this hotel for a little while. You've been coiled up in a chair all morning.
I've been overlooking something on this case, Mark. I feel it. Something obvious, something right in front of me.
Yeah. Look, how about this pistol that dame gave you? You want we should keep carrying it? You know something, the gendarmes don't like people toting rods, especially foreigners. Well, hey, how about it?
What's that, Mark?
Oh, brother, you in a fog. Look, you need a glass of something to pep you up.
Glass. That's it, Marcus. Mark, you've given me the key to the whole thing.
Yeah, I have? What do you know?
Come on, let's get over to the hospital. We were on our way through the lobby when I was tagged for a phone call. It turned out to be Amarand.
Race, I think I'm in trouble again. It seems to be the same group. I spotted some of them just outside the hospital. I think they're waiting for me.
You're at the hospital now?
Yes. I came in the back way through the cellar. I'm calling from my office. I could call the police, but that would solve nothing.
No, those boys would just drift away and get back to you later. We'd better take care of it ourselves. I'll be there, Amarand, in a few minutes. There were two of them standing just inside the hospital entrance as Mark and I went in. I sensed that Tommy Janus must be around somewhere, and Lurker. With Amarant in his office were Glenn Young and Janine Renault.
Oh, it's good to see you, Ace. I cannot seem to make this... Well, I just can't take this sort of thing as I used to. If Glenn and Janine hadn't been with me, I'm afraid I'd have to shout.
What do we do, Race? Try to sneak him out or make a fight of it?
I believe the place to settle it is right here.
I wish I knew what they were after.
They simply want your hospital, Amarant.
His hospital?
Glenn, those eyes of yours are bothering you again, aren't they? Here, this might help.
The suction cup from my lenses. Where did you find it?
Where you dropped it, beside Madame de Serres' dead body. You're one of those people who can't wear contact lenses for more than a few hours, aren't you, Glenn? Get pretty uncomfortable, don't they? Make you stare, make you stop blinking.
What are you getting at, Race?
Amarant, I'll give good odds that Glenn Young has some sort of a power of attorney from you concerning this hospital.
Yes. After all, he is the manager, and should anything happen to me...
That's right. He's your good friend. He intended to have something happen to you, Doctor. You were all set to be put out of circulation so friend Glenn in a hood by the name of Tommy Janus could take over. Then this wouldn't have been a free clinic any longer, would it, Glenn? And you'd have cleaned up, particularly with Madame de Serres' trust fund taking care of expenses. That's why you murdered her, isn't it, Glenn? Because she told you she was going to cut that off?
Tommy, listen, this fella...
Don't bother explaining. I heard it all from the other side of the door. Nothing's going to make any difference, Glenn. We just take care of all of them, that's all. We're all going down the hall, people, nice and quiet. Keep your hands away from your pockets, Race, or I'll start blasting right now.
Race!
Thank you again, friend Marcus.
Was really nothing.
I don't think any of those other lads are going to come in here. Not now, with the boss out of action. Stay where you are, Glenn. Don't get any ideas about running.
But Tommy Janus, look at him.
There. He's going to be all right. You know something?
What, Marcus?
That guy's really a smart cookie.
He is?
Yeah. What do you think it is? He picks a hospital to get shot in.
The Adventures of Frank Race, starring Paul Dubov with Tony Barrett as Mark Donovan, comes to you from Hollywood. Others heard in tonight's cast were Gene Bates, Michael Ann Barrett, Gerald Moore, Wilms Herbert, and William Johnstone. This series is written and directed by Buckley Angel and Joel Murcott. The music is composed and played by Ivan Ditmars. Be sure to be with us again this time next week for another dramatic chapter in The Adventures of Frank Race. Art Gilmore speaking. This is a Bruce Elves production.
Welcome back. Well, Gerald Moore appearing with his standard French accent. If you are a longtime fan of Gerald Moore and old-time radio, you'll perhaps better remember that accent as the voice of Mr. LeBlanc from Our Miss Brooks, where he played the high school French teacher in a few episodes. But here he does actually, I think, a better job. Sometimes I think his French accents, there was one episode of Let George Do It where I didn't think it was well done at all, but here I think it sounds pretty passable for Hollywood of the era. Well, we turn now to listener comments and feedback, and we go to iTunes for an iTunes review from Jay, who writes, this is a great podcast. Adam presents a huge variety of classic shows, and with very well-informed commentary. Some of the shows he covers are known to all: Sherlock Holmes, Poirot, Nero Wolfe, and so on. But many I'd never heard of before I started listening to his podcasts. I particularly like the lighter shows, such as Candy Matson and Leonidas Witherall. My 12-year-old son Thomas listens to them with me. You might expect that as time goes on, the choice of good shows would decline, but Adam's recent selections, such as Frank Race and The Fat Man, are as good or better than those that have gone before. Keep it up, Jay. Well, thanks so much, Jay. And definitely one thing I do try with the show, I didn't try to put all of the best shows right up front. I love every show, and that's we do. There are a few old-time radio detective shows that I don't care for. Danger Dr. Danfield stands out from the list. But I've always tried to have a variety of different programs that'll be entertaining to what different listeners want to hear. And if you go to biglist.greatdetectives.net, we have a list of all the shows that we do plan on doing eventually. And I think right now we're at about 50-some shows that are yet to come. And part of that was that there was just such a glut of detective programs. Some of the programs we may only have 2 or 3 episodes. We'll nonetheless do everything we have available. So hopefully we'll keep a good, consistent quality throughout our entire run, and I appreciate your comments. We will be back tomorrow with A Life in Your Hands, and next week be listening for our listener support campaign, which will start a week from today on the adventures of Frank Race. Well, today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support, and today's episode of A Life in Your Hands is Murder in the Eye Doctor's Office.
Partially transcribed. The National Broadcasting Company presents Earl Stanley Gardner's A Life in Your Hands. What was she wearing? Was the door open? Where was the weapon? Listen while we place A Life in Your Hands. You never know when you step from the safety of your home when you may witness a violent death and be called upon to testify as to what you saw and heard. Murder is a dark enigma that strikes fear into the heart of man. Strange, baffling, mysterious. But the darkest crime one man can invent, another man can unravel. Such a man is Jonathan Kegg, created by Earl Stanley Gardner, the world's most popular writer of mysteries, creator of Perry Mason and many other outstanding characters.
Here's your key, Mr. Kegg. Room 102.
Thanks, Jim. I can always count on you to remember my room number.
I guess so. It isn't often we have famous people staying at this hotel. How come you stay in a little town like this when you could go to someplace important?
Well, when I'm on a vacation, Jim, I like to take it easy. Lie in the sun, swim, eat good meals, and relax. Most of all, I like to avoid crowds.
I bet you like to get away from crime, too, don't you?
Yes, Jim, but I've found, much to my dismay, that no matter where you go, crime is not far away. You never know when or where violence will strike, or when you'll suddenly become a witness to a crime and be called upon to testify as to what you saw and heard. Even now, somewhere nearby, there may be a crime in the making.
Dr. Matthews' office? No, the doctor is out. May I help you? Yes, we have office hours tonight. Oh, you'd like your eyes examined? Yes, we can take you at 7. Your name, please. Mrs. Selinger? Thank you for calling, Mrs. Selinger. We'll see you tonight. Bye. What are you doing here? Dr. Matthews isn't in.
I know. That's why I came.
Why don't you leave me alone? How many times have I told you I don't want you around?
My dear Miss O'Connor, being the owner of this building gives me every right to be here.
Don't you dare come near me.
I just want to talk to you. I wouldn't think of touching a hair of your innocent head. Don't forget, I know all about your pretty past.
Take your hands off me.
Don't pull that coy act on me.
You let me go.
Bite me. I'll teach you.
Liz! Crane, get away from her.
Well, Sir Galahad the dentist to the rescue.
We're just having a little fun. This is the first time she's objected.
You ought to be killed.
Those are harsh words.
Liz, are you all right?
Yes, Paul. Please get him out of here.
Crane, you get out of here.
Temper. Your fair damsel isn't hurt. And she's not so fair.
Get out.
It's hardly the way to talk to a man you owe $15,000.
You get your money,
I'm sure I will. The next payment is due Tuesday. Either you pay or out goes your precious equipment.
I don't know why
Beggars can't be choosers. I haven't had so much fun in years. The illustrious Dr. Matthews.
What do you want here, Crane?
Maybe your rent.
I paid it yesterday. David, he's been bothering Liz. I have to get back to my office. I left a patient in the chair. Are you out of your mind, Crane?
I'm just a bit taken with your assistant.
Get out of here.
Look, I'm the one who does the evicting around here, and I don't take a lot of guff from tenants.
What did you come here for? Just to bother Miss O'Connor?
This is a professional call. I want my eyes examined.
Why don't you go to someone else?
Because you're the best. I'll be here at 7.
We have an appointment for 7.
You'll take me first. You'll always consider me first.
All right. Come at 7. I'll put drops in your eyes. By the time they take effect, maybe the other examination will be finished.
Count the minutes, Miss O'Connor, until you see me again.
How long has he been bothering you?
Months. I haven't said anything. He could ruin me. He knows all about Paul and me. If it got back to Paul's wife, he'd lose his practice.
It's none of my business, but you're playing with fire.
No, it's none of your business. I'm sorry, Dr. Matthews. On edge, I guess.
Oh, one of your earrings is on the floor.
Oh.
Here.
Thanks.
Good heavens, Liz. Was he so rough that he knocked an earring off?
No, I always take one off when I answer the phone. These dangle kind get in my way. What are we going to do, Doctor? I mean about Crane.
I don't know. But something has to be done.
I'm home, Helen.
And only an hour late for dinner. Who's the girl this time?
Does my being late always have to involve a woman?
Being you, it always does. Your dinner's cold.
And so are you, my dear. A walking refrigerator.
If you divorced me, Henry, you wouldn't have to put up with it. For the 100th time. Oh, you obviously detest me.
My utter dislike for you is surpassed only by my utter delight in tormenting you. Once and for all, no.
I can't take much more of you. I'm about at the end of my rope.
I'll give you a little more. Maybe you'll hang yourself.
You're the most despicable man I've ever...
But you married me.
For your money.
Now you're paying for it. It all comes out, Helen. You always have to pay for what you get.
Someday you're going to get something you haven't counted on.
Look, I'm going over to Dr. Matthews at 7 o'clock to have my eyes examined. It shouldn't take longer than an hour. I'll expect you to pick me up.
Why? Can't you drive?
He's going to put drops in my eyes. I won't be able to see.
In that case, no.
You be there. As long as I have money, you'll do what I say.
Good evening, Mrs. Salinger.
Good evening.
The doctor will be right with you.
Oh, isn't he here yet?
Oh, he's in the treatment room.
I've never had an examination before. He won't put anything in my eyes, will he?
Yes.
Will it hurt? Will I be able to see?
Oh, there's nothing to become alarmed about. The drops are merely to dilate your pupils so the doctor can better test your eyes. Oh, your sight may be hazy for a while, but you don't have anything.
Mrs. Salinger, will you come in, please?
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Now, if you'll sit in this chair.
Yes.
Now, lean back. Please look up at the ceiling, Mrs. Salinger. That's it. There.
Oh.
Cold, isn't it?
Yes.
Now, look up. There. All finished. Just close your eyes. It'll only be a few minutes. I'll be back.
Thank you, Doctor.
Paul, are you working tonight?
I want to be right across the hall if you need me. No telling what that fool Crane might try.
He won't try anything tonight. I know.
How can you be so sure?
He wouldn't dare while I'm in the office.
But you have another patient. That means you'll be in the other room most of the time.
Don't worry. I'm putting drops in his eyes.
He's so farsighted, he'll be practically blind. He won't even be able to find Liz.
Oh, long as I'm over here, could I borrow a hypo of sodium pentothal? I've got a wisdom extraction coming in tonight.
Certainly. I'll get it for you.
Thanks.
Here you are, Paul.
Thanks, David.
Liz, as soon as I get the drops in Crane's eyes, you can go home.
Yes, Dr. Matthews.
Good evening. I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
I'll be across the hall, Liz.
Ah, I see you're here to protect your, interests.
You try one more trick like this afternoon, and I'll beat you to a pulp.
No, you won't. Because I dispossess you of your equipment and your office space so fast you'd be selling pencils in the street. I'm not afraid of you, Dr. Moore, because I have you right where I want you. Under my thumb.
You go to blazes.
The age-old battle of love versus career. Shall we proceed, Dr. Matthews?
I'm ashamed to even treat you.
Careful, your ethics are showing. Ethics should never show. Isn't that right, Miss O'Connor?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never let them color your life. Don't protest, please. I've followed your career, rather your past. Very revealing. I'm sure Mrs. Paul Moore would find it fascinating.
Either you shut up and let me start the examination, or...
Or what, Doctor?
If someone doesn't kill you someday, it will be a miracle.
Blow the other way, please. You must have had onions for dinner.
Come on, Crane. Into the side room. Sit here. Now, look up.
Oh.
The other eye. Look up.
Hey, that's cold.
Sit here till I get back. Mrs. Salinger, you may open your eyes. Just lean your head back on the headrest. There. Let me take a look. I want to be sure the drops have taken effect. Mm-hmm. Just sit here a while longer and look into those lenses. It's a refractor. I want you to get used to it. Now, please excuse me.
Oh, of course, Doctor.
Liz, you can go home now.
Where are you going?
Down to buy some gum. I have enough change.
I'm ready to leave. Don't forget to turn the sterilizer off.
I won't.
Good night.
Good night. See you in the morning. Thanks for staying down.
Matthews? Matthews, how long do I have to sit here with my eyes closed? Matthews, answer me. What's that bubbling noise? Matthews, where are you? I know it's you. Answer me.
Where is everyone? Dr. Matthews? Henry? Oh, there you are. Henry, how soon will you be finished? I've got to go over to... Henry? Oh! Henry!
Liz, what is it? What's Liz? Oh, Mrs. Crane.
It's Henry. He's been stabbed.
May I have my key, please, Jim?
Oh, Mr. Kegg. Sorry, I was reading about the murder.
Yes, it was a terrible thing.
Mr. Kegg, I know Dr. Matthews didn't do it. I know.
What makes you so sure, Jim?
I go to him for glasses. He's been swell to me. Never charged me the full price because he knows I can't afford it. Mr. Kegg, he couldn't have killed Henry Crane.
It seems like an open and shut case. Dr. Matthews had the motive, the opportunity, the weapon, and a flimsy excuse.
Practically everybody in town had a motive for killing Crane. Nobody liked him. Oh, Mr. Kegg, you're so good at being a lawyer. Well, I don't mean exactly a lawyer.
Amicus curiae?
Yeah. Well, what does it mean?
Well, amicus curiae, literally translated, means friend of the court. An amicus curiae works neither for the prosecution nor the defense, only in search of the truth. I cross-examine witnesses.
Why aren't there more like you?
Well, you see, you don't get paid for it, Jim. I'm fortunate enough that I can do this kind of work gratis, for free.
Well, if you don't get paid for your work, then I can't very well ask you to...
Jim, my work is done purely in the interest of justice. Tell you what, I'll review the facts of the case and see what can be done for your doctor friend.
Quiet, please.
Your Honor, there are certain weaknesses in the evidence against Dr. Matthews. In view of his fine reputation as a doctor, I should like to enter the case as amicus curiae.
Your reputation as an expert in cross-examination is well known, Mr. Kegg. We are fortunate to have you with us. You may proceed.
I should like to recall Mrs. Henry Crane to the stand. Mrs. Crane, will you tell the court again precisely what occurred when you went to Dr. Matthews' office on the night of the murder?
Well, I came in the front door of the office.
Is there more than one entrance to Dr. Matthews' office?
I don't know. Most doctors' offices have a rear entrance, don't they?
It depends on the layout of the building.
I went into the waiting room. There was no one at the reception desk where Mr. Connor usually sits, so I called to see if there was anyone in the office. No answer. I went through the little reception room and into the hallway that leads to the treatment room. There was Henry sitting in a chair with his eyes closed.
Did you notice whether the door to the other treatment room was closed?
I didn't notice that. Oh, yes, it was open. Yes, it was, but it was very dark inside. Well, Henry had his eyes closed, as I was saying. I started to talk to him, and then I saw the blood on his shirt front. I screamed, "He's been stabbed," and Dr. Matthews and Dr. Moore came running in.
How did you know your husband had been stabbed?
Why, because he was bleeding down the front of his shirt.
Couldn't the blood have come from another type of wound?
Anyone knows the difference between a knife wound and a wound which makes a large hole at the point of entrance.
You're a registered nurse, aren't you, Mrs. Crane?
Before I was married, I was a trained nurse.
Then you know how to administer a hypodermic.
Yes.
Did you know that your husband had been given a hypodermic of sodium pentothal before he was stabbed with a scalpel?
I heard the coroner's report.
What do you know about sodium pentothal, Mrs. Crane?
It's an anesthetic that acts very quickly.
You and your husband weren't getting along, were you?
I don't see how my personal life has any bearing on this case against Dr. Matthews.
It may have a bearing, Mrs. Crane. Look at it this way. You entered the office and found no one there but your husband with drops in his eyes, practically blind. You're a trained nurse, so you go back to the treatment room, fill a hypo with sodium pentothal, take a scalpel, inject the anesthetic, stab your husband, wipe the scalpel and hyposyringe clean, put them in the sterilizer, and scream that your husband has been killed.
Ridiculous. I didn't kill Henry. I may have hated him, but I didn't kill him.
I'm not saying you did, Mrs. Crane. I'm just saying you could have. And I'm showing you that your personal life could have quite a bearing in such a case. That will be all, thank you.
Now, wait just a minute. I'm not going to sit here and...
Is there something more you would like to tell us?
I didn't have time to kill him.
Did it enter your mind?
I didn't say that. Henry was dead when I got there.
Thank you, that will be all. Dr. Paul Moore, please. Dr. Moore, you have testified that Henry Crane threatened to dispossess you of your expensive equipment in your office space.
That's right. Everyone had some reason to dislike Crane. He made it his business.
Do you keep office hours every night?
Only when needed.
Your office is right across the hall from Dr. Matthews?
Yes.
Did you hear anything unusual at the time of the murder?
No, I can't say I did. I heard Dr. Matthews and Liz, Miss O'Connor, leave. And then a little while later, I heard Mrs. Crane's screams.
Did they leave together?
Liz left by the elevator, and then right after, Dr. Matthews went down the stairs.
How do you know?
I was watching.
Sort of peeking out your door?
Well,
When you knew the two had left, you knew Crane was alone.
I knew Mrs. Selinger was in the treatment room. I'd been over earlier to borrow something.
Anyone who knew Mrs. Selinger was there and planned to kill Crane would have made sure it was a soundless murder.
Probably.
Do you have an assistant when you work at night?
I work alone.
That rather limits you to fillings and cleanings and such, doesn't it?
Yes, I don't usually do extractions.
Yet Miss O'Connor testified earlier that you had borrowed a hypodermic of sodium pentothal from Dr. Matthews for an extraction that night.
I meant it for the morning.
Couldn't you have borrowed it in the morning?
I suppose so, but as long as I was there...
You just stated that you went to Dr. Matthews' office to borrow something. Wasn't the something the anesthetic?
I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
I don't know.
That'll be all for now, Dr. Moore. I would like to recall Miss O'Connor to the stand. In your earlier testimony, Miss O'Connor, you stated that Henry Crane had made advances.
He was unbearable. He seemed to enjoy frightening me.
I see. Where did you go when you left the office?
Home. I was quite tired. I'd had a hectic day.
Do you live alone?
Yes, I live in an apartment.
Did anyone see you come home?
I doubt it. I went right up and went to bed.
No one saw you? Now think.
Dr. Matthews saw me leave. And anyway, why should there have to be anyone's word besides mine? When I leave the office every day, I don't think of establishing an alibi for something
Very
that
true. Miss O'Connor, how long have you worked for Dr. Matthews?
4 years.
Do you get along as employer and employee?
Dr. Matthews is one of the finest men I've ever known. He hated Crane. We all did. But I feel sure he didn't kill him.
Miss O'Connor, do you realize that if Dr. Matthews didn't kill Crane, the murderer made every attempt to make it look like he did?
That's true. But I...
That will be all, thank you. Will Dr. Matthews please take the stand? Dr. Matthews, you state that you left the office to buy chewing gum.
Yes. I had onions for dinner and didn't want to offend my patients.
Is it customary to leave a patient in the treatment room?
After administering drops, I had my patients sit with their eyes closed for a while. That night, neither of the patient's pupils had dilated enough, so I left them for a while longer in the dark room.
I see. Where did you go for the chewing gum?
There's a little old man who runs a candy stand on the floor below.
Did the man recognize you?
He wasn't there. I waited a few minutes. Then I heard Mrs. Crane scream and ran back upstairs.
Did anyone see you?
I'm afraid not.
Dr. Matthews, why didn't you kill Crane?
Well, I thought of it, but I knew I couldn't. I couldn't jeopardize my family, my profession. I never dreamed the insignificant act of buying chewing gum could be so important.
Thank you, Dr. Matthews. Your Honor, there are many obvious aspects to this case, but I have found in my experience that with every murder there is a sound pattern, a sequence of sounds or absence of sounds that, when placed in proper order, must spell the truth. I ask the court to adjourn until tomorrow, at which time I shall recall a completely disinterested witness.
Permission is granted. Court is adjourned until tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Jonathan Kegg is about to call another witness. It could be you. If it were, could you remember what you have heard? It would be vital that you do, for you would hold a life in your hands. To build our strength against possible aggression, we must equip our armed forces with the weapons of war. And at the same time, in order to defeat inflation, we must produce adequate supplies of civilian goods. There's only one way to meet this double challenge, and that's by turning out more goods and services for every hour we work. Remember, the better we produce, the stronger we grow. Mrs. Salinger, who was in the other treatment room when Henry Crane was murdered, has been recalled. Court has convened. Jonathan Kegg commences his cross-examination.
Mrs. Salinger, I understand from a review of the records that you have already been called in this case.
Yes, Mr. Kegg, but I couldn't be of any help.
What makes you so sure?
Well, as you know, the pupils of my eyes had been dilated, and I was in a dark room sitting behind a big machine. I couldn't possibly see anything.
Well, frankly, Mrs. Salinger, I'm not interested in anything you could or could not have seen. Now, will you please tell the court exactly what you heard when Henry Crane died?
Well, I heard talking out in the reception room.
Whom did you hear?
Oh, Miss O'Connor and Dr. Matthews and Dr. Moore. They were talking about Crane. I couldn't hear much, and then Crane came in.
Did you know Mr. Crane?
By then, I'd heard about him.
Go on, please.
I heard Dr. Moore threaten to beat up on Crane, and Dr. Matthews said real loud, if someone doesn't kill you, it'll be a miracle.
Order in the court.
Then what happened?
Then Dr. Matthews took Crane back to the other treatment room and put drops in his eyes.
Yes, and then?
Well, then he, the doctor, came into the side room and put a big kind of machine up to my eyes.
Your Honor, I have brought an actual refractor into court. With your permission, I would like to exhibit it.
You may proceed.
Will you roll it over here, please? Is this what you mean by a machine?
Yes, that's it.
Mrs. Salinger, what did you hear next?
Well, the doctor excused himself, and I heard coins jingling in his hand.
How did you know they were coins?
Why, I heard them.
But you couldn't see them.
Well, no, I couldn't. But I know they were. I heard Dr. Matthews tell Miss O'Connor he was going to buy some chewing gum.
And then?
Well, Miss O'Connor said she was ready to leave. I heard her high heels clicking. It was real quiet. And then I heard a bubbling sound. Crane called out to ask what the noise was. I started to tell him that the doctor was out, but then I heard the jingling of coins, so I guess the doctor must have come back.
Did you hear footsteps?
No, none.
Had you heard Dr. Matthews' footsteps before?
No, he was wearing rubber-soled shoes.
What did you hear after that?
Well, I heard this jingling some more, and the bubbling, and then a metal click. The jingle was real faint then.
I see. Was this jingling sound constant?
It was in, spurts, like the coins were in his pocket when he walked.
Then the sound pattern went like this. A bubbling sound in the background, a sporadic jingle, loud, then faint, then loud, then faint, then a metallic click, and then the jingle became louder, then faded. There was silence except for bubbling.
Yes, that's right.
Your Honor, I would like to place the refractor up to Mrs. Sellinger's eyes. I have asked each of the people involved to wear exactly what they wore on that night. With your permission, I would like each to walk by Mrs. Sellinger. Also, I have brought a sterilizer, which is now boiling. Now, Mrs. Sellinger, I'll bring the refractor up to your eyes. There. First, I would like you to come forward. Would you please remove your shoes and walk past the witness?
This is ridiculous.
Thank you. You may sit down. And now, you, please.
Quiet, please. There must be absolute quiet.
My Phi Beta Kappa key hitting my keychain.
Is that the sound you heard, Mrs. Sellinger?
No, it wasn't.
That will be all, Dr. Moore. Here, please. Here's some change. Will you put it in your pocket, please? Now, just walk past Mrs. Sellinger. Now, think carefully, Mrs. Sellinger. Was that the sound you heard?
Well, I'd like to hear it again.
Of course. But first, I'd like another person to walk by. Will you please take off your shoes?
Yes, Mr. Kegg.
Before you start, what were you wearing on the night of the murder?
I had on this flannel suit.
High heels?
I always wear heels.
And jewelry?
Of course. I don't see what difference my appearance makes.
I asked you to wear exactly what you wore that night.
I am.
Jewelry, too?
Well, I didn't think you meant down to the exact jewelry.
That night, were you wearing the earrings I saw you take off just now? I believe you put them in your purse.
Oh, yes. They were hurting my ears.
Will you put them on, please? Now I must ask for complete silence in the courtroom. All right. You will be first, and you will follow.
That's it. That last one. I'm sure. The coins. Yes, the coins.
That last sound you heard was the jingling of Miss O'Connor's dangling earrings.
Oh, no.
After appearing to take the elevator downstairs, you, Liz O'Connor, went back into the office, past Crane and Mrs. Sellinger, filled the hypodermic, took a scalpel, gave Crane an injection, and stabbed him. You then wiped the instruments and put them in a sterilizer. Hence the metallic click of the lid heard by Mrs. Sellinger. You then left by the back door. Thanks to Mrs. Sellinger's testimony, to her keen perception, we now know it was you who came back to the office that night.
I knew all along I couldn't get away with it. But I'm not sorry, Mr. Kegg. I'm not
Golly, Mr. Kegg, you were wonderful. How'd you get on the track of Liz O'Connor?
Jim, if Matthews weren't guilty, then the jingling sound must have come from some wearing apparel. Miss O'Connor's choice of clothing is quite extreme. I imagined her jewelry was just as extreme. The testimony of Mrs. Sellinger, the innocent bystander, again proved that with such cooperation, the truth will out.
Yeah, I guess you'll be checking out now, huh? Yeah, I hate to see you go. Guess your vacation was kind of ruined.
Thank you, Jim. But my stay wasn't ruined. Well, I hope I see you again soon. Goodbye, Jim.
Bye, Mr. Kegg, and thanks.
A Life in Your Hands is created by Earl Stanley Gardner, with script by Marty Evards, directed by John Cowan. Jonathan Kegg is played by Carlton Kadell with musical effects by Adele Scott, conducted by Whitey Berquist. Engineering by Bill Knight. This has been a partially transcribed Bell production. And this is George Stone extending a cordial invitation for each of you to be with us again next week. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Welcome back. You know, if I were a superstitious sort, I would probably suggest that Jonathan Kegg stop saying that thing about somewhere in, who knows, a crime could just be about to happen. You're jinxing the whole vacation. But I'm not superstitious. I do need to let you know that we are nearing the end of this series. We have only 3 episodes of A Life in Your Hands left. And so coming in 4 weeks is The Cases of Mr. Ace, starring Hollywood legend George Raft. We'll have that show for only 2 weeks, and then The Adventures of Frank Race will shift to Tuesday as part of some changes we're making to our schedule to accommodate the 5-part Yours Truly Johnny Dollar episodes. All right, well, listener comments and feedback. This one actually comes from the Facebook reviews for one of the first shows we did from Donald. Pat Novak is old-time radio at its best. Harder than hard-boiled. The language is quick as a machine gun and just as cold-hearted. Yet somehow Pat seems like a good guy, despite the lack of evidence he leaves behind on the lonely and cynical streets of San Francisco. The host, Adam Graham, has a homey, knowledgeable style. His enthusiasm is contagious. He's a fan, not a pro. He's all about informative and interesting. 3 cheers for Adam, 3 cheers for Pat Novak. Well, thanks so much, Donald. I'm glad you enjoyed Pat Novak, and I hope you listen to some of our other shows. You can check out any of the programs we've done by going to archives.greatdetectives.net, and we have most of them as separate feeds in the iTunes store, because I know we only keep 200 episodes going back. All right, well, join us tomorrow for Let George Do It, and Tuesday it'll be another episode of A Life in Your Hands. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for all your support. Here now is today's episode of Let George Do It, Once a Crook.
Personal notice, danger's my stock and trade. If the job's too tough for you to handle, you've got a job for me, George Valentine. Write full details.
Standard Oil Company of California invites you to Let George Do It. Before we begin tonight's adventure of George Valentine, here's a reminder that it takes more than one feature in a gasoline to give you all-round dependable performance. That's why Chevron Supreme gasoline is designed and refined to give you not one, not two, but all 8 high-performance qualities. Fast starting, quick warm-up, smooth acceleration, anti-knock, vapor lock prevention, area blending, economy mileage, and full power. So for top all-round performance in your car, switch to the gas with all 8. Fill up with Chevron Supreme gasoline at any standard station or independent Chevron gas station where they say and mean, we take better care of your car. And now, tonight's story, Once a Crook, a transcribed adventure of George Valentine.
You must find my brother, Mr. Valentine, before the police find him.
But if I do find him, Miss Croner, he'll only go back to jail.
He mustn't. He's innocent.
Well, he may be, dear, but from what you yourself told us, the case against him is open and shut.
2 open and 2 shut. There is such a thing. Well, isn't there?
All right, let's go through it again. Your brother Ralph went to prison 2 years ago because he stole some money from the bank where he worked. A large sum of money.
He made a mistake, but he paid for it.
All right, now. Yesterday, he came back to Sageville, to your uncle's house, and during the night apparently tried to rob the safe. Your uncle surprised him. Ralph half killed him with a blow on his head, and then he ran away.
That's not fair. You're making it too simple, too horrible.
Betty, look. Mr. Valentine is just trying to make you see the facts.
It Doesn't it matter that I know my brother better than anyone else in the world does? Why, he wouldn't have done that to Uncle John.
He ran away and the safe is empty.
That's one of the things that's all wrong. Ralph knew that Uncle John never kept any real money or valuables in that safe, so why would he want to break into it?
I don't know, Betty. He may have known something we don't know.
Ralph lived all his life in Sageville. He never knew how to blow a safe open.
You learn all sorts of things in jail, I'm afraid.
Ralph came home from prison with absolutely nothing but the clothes on his back, and he didn't leave the house. He had no tools, he had nothing with which he could have blown that safe open.
Betty, please, believe me, I'm not trying to be cruel. But the police will say that he made plans with some safecracker he met in jail. He let him into the house. If, as your uncle says, there wasn't anything of value in the safe, well, that's just too bad. Ralph failed and ran.
No.
Your uncle, how is he?
He's in the hospital. Pretty bad, but I say he'll pull through. He won't stop until Ralph goes back to jail and stays there.
He may not do that.
Oh, you don't know Uncle John. He's a fanatic on the subject of honor. It was all I could do to talk him into letting Ralph come home at all. Once a crook, always a crook. That was one of the kinder things Uncle said.
And now he's more convinced than ever.
After Ralph got into trouble, people might have forgiven him. Sageville's a small town. We were raised there after our parents died. But Uncle John never forgave Ralph. Of all the people, he never did.
Betty, let's be practical. You have no idea where Ralph might have gone, have you?
No.
My chances of finding him are much smaller than the sheriff's. So even if I do...
Ralph is running. And if we don't find him, he'll be running for the rest of his life. Even if he's innocent, he's scared.
Betty, why don't you go back to the hotel? Your train doesn't leave till this evening. I'll let you know what I decide.
Oh, Miss Brooks, can't you?
Go on, Betty. What is it, George?
Somebody's outside. Don't you know it's impolite to eavesdrop, Buster?
Oh, eavesdrop? Is that the way you talk to a colleague, Valentine?
Oh, it's you.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Ridley. Better leave the door open, George. We need the air.
Always clowning, ain't you, Miss Brooks?
Nope.
I thought you lost your private investigator's license in this state.
I got me another one in another state. I got friends.
I bet. What's on your mind?
Oh, I am on the case, the Kroner case.
Huh?
Do you know the gentleman, Betty?
No.
Oh, don't worry. I'm hired nice and legitimate in this case.
Yeah, by whom?
Tut-tut, professional ethics.
Ha!
That's why I'm following the little lady. I thought I'd give you a chance to join up with me, Valentine.
Doing what?
Finding Ralph Kroner and bringing him to justice. The fee will be big enough for both of us.
Get out.
What'd you say?
Out.
Okay, punk. You'll wish you had a chance to work with me. I'll make you sorry you ever opened your big mouth.
Okay, you scared me.
I'll see you.
This man, why would he follow me all the way from Sageville?
Maybe he thought you'd lead him to your brother.
Come on, Brooksy, get going. You don't have much time to pack a bag.
Yes, sir, Master.
If a character like Al Ridley is in the middle of this case, it's the best recommendation your brother has, Betty. We'll meet you on the train. Stay here with Betty, Brooksy. I want to look around. See if there are any familiar faces.
Oh, I didn't see Mr. Ridley, Mr. Valentine. Sure he isn't here.
Uh-huh.
Be careful, darling, please.
Sure, Angel, sure.
Looking for me, Valentine?
Oh, yeah. No wonder. I couldn't smell you through the compartment door.
Keep cracking wise while you can. You know Marco, don't you?
Oh, the case must really be a big one to bring your killer friend with you.
I could sue you for libel, Jack, but I'm a peaceable man.
We just bumped into each other on a train, Valentine. Honest to Betsy.
Happy coincidence.
And we're having a beer together, see?
Uh-huh.
Now I would like you to come with me to the back platform, Valentine. I want to talk to you alone.
Some other time, Buster.
I said now.
Oh, I see. A hopped-up punk with a knife is a dangerous playmate even for you, Ridley.
Go with him.
Sure.
It's a shame there's hardly anybody on this train, eh, Jack?
Yeah, a shame.
Out there.
Okay, what's on your mind?
I want to tell you something. I didn't want no company.
Yeah?
I think you should stay out of this case, Jack. Get on the next train going back and blow. That's what I think.
Thanks for the advice.
It's not advice, it's an order.
You don't say.
A knife kills somebody too quick, Jack. Much too quick.
You should know.
But a broken beer bottle, all nice and jagged, that can really be some fun. Before a knife finishes the job.
Out there.
That's right, Jack.
Easy
Jump.
now.
And again.
You crazy punk.
Sure. Of course, I'm not doing anything now. Just talking to you. Just giving you a good tip. Now we'll go back inside and forget we was mad on each other, huh?
We can look around the ranch, Mr. Valentine. I'll show you where the safe is.
All right. Hey, this is quite a place.
Away from the rest of town and right on the edge of the desert.
Uncle John always liked to stay away from people.
Sagebrush and cactus all around instead of a lawn.
Uncle John says he left them to remind himself and the rest of us that life has its harsh responsibilities as well as pleasures.
Sounds like a lovable old fellow.
Oh, he really isn't bad. He's just old-fashioned and strong-willed.
Yeah, okay, let's get going.
Ralph was staying in his old room. That one right there.
I see.
The library where the safe is. It's right down the hall.
Where's your uncle's room?
Over there.
Oh, the safe is sure enough a mess.
I heard the explosion. I came running. It was dark in here. I turned on the light and I saw Uncle John lying on the floor and, well, Ralph was gone.
And these big French doors were open?
Mm-hmm.
It was a disgraceful assault on a poor, defenseless man.
Mr. Bowen.
I was waiting for you, Betty.
This is Mr. Bowen. Miss Brooks, Mr. Valentine.
Hello.
Mr. Bowen is Uncle John's lawyer and a friend of the family.
And in the capacity of both, I want you to get off the case, Mr. Valentine.
Oh? Why?
What are you talking about, Mr. Bowen?
Mr. Kroner is determined that no help whatsoever be given Ralph.
He must be feeling better.
And I must interpret anything that Betty does as intended to help Ralph.
But he's innocent. I must help him.
That's hardly unnatural, is it, Mr. Bowen?
Just the same, I must advise you, Mr. Valentine, that Betty is underage, merely a ward of Mr. Kroner's. She has no money of her own.
I'll speak to Uncle John. I'll make him see
Take it easy, Betty.
Don't worry about the money. Forget about that part of it. Besides, I think Mr. Bowen's interest in this case is, shall we say, more than just casual.
And, what is that supposed to mean, young man?
Well, I was just wondering who hired that sterling character, Al Ridley. And now I know. It was you, wasn't it, Mr. Bowen?
Why,
How else would you have known about me so quickly unless Al Ridley reported to his client?
But I tell you, All right. Why not? I was determined to do what I could to help the police bring a criminal to justice.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Don't protest too much, Mr. Bowen. Yeah. Now I think I'll speak to Mr. Kroner in the hospital. A private little talk.
Oh, dear. It's no use, Mr. Valentine. How many times must I tell you? My mind is made up.
But look, please, Mr. Kroner. If you didn't actually see who attacked you, there's at least a chance that it wasn't Ralph.
There was nobody else in the house, and Ralph ran away. Now, you know as well as I do that innocent people don't run away.
Yeah, but Ralph deserves the benefit of any doubt.
Now, listen, Mr. Valentine, I may be an old-fashioned man, but I have some very strong feelings about honor. Now, when Ralph stole that money from the bank, I washed my hands off him completely. Understand? No longer a nephew of mine.
Yeah, so I heard.
Code of honor is a stern one. It must have no compromises. I listened to Betty and told her to let Ralph come here when he was released from prison. He didn't disappoint me. Once a crook, always a crook.
Well, look, I have to say something, Mr. Cromer. I haven't lived as long as you have, but I know what you just said isn't so.
I don't want you in this case. You understand that? You'll do yourself a favor if you'll stop meddling in our affairs and leave Sageville.
I feel very sorry for you, Mr. Kroner. There's no place in life for fanatics. Even for fanatics about such noble things as honor.
Oh, my word.
Mr. Bowen will pay you for whatever expenses you've incurred so far. Now, please leave me alone, will you? I'm still a very sick man.
George, wait.
Yeah, what is it, Brooksy? Ready?
This may be very important, Mr. Valentine. I told Miss Brooks, and she said...
It is strange, George, and so I thought...
I was sure of it right away.
Well, okay, both of you. Simmer down, will you? Tell
George,
me.
we were walking down the street, and Betty pointed at a man, and she said she saw him get off the train the day she came down to the station to meet Ralph.
The day he came from prison, Mr. Valentine.
Well, I looked at the man. Do you know who it was? Marco.
Marco?
That's right.
But Al Ridley claims he was hired only after Ralph ran away.
And his favorite hood was in Sageville the day before.
Oh, what does this all mean? There's something wrong here, Mr. Valentine. You aren't going to leave now, are you?
No. I just spoke to the sheriff, Sam Gunter.
Oh.
He told me he didn't need any help from outsiders. He told me to get going.
Ridley and Marco. Bowen and Crony. And now the sheriff.
Yeah, the advice is unanimous. Stay out. Well, maybe that's why I'm going to disregard it and stay in.
We'll return to tonight's adventure of George Valentine in just a moment. With cooler days ahead, you'll be calling on your battery for more and more power for your heater, for the engine that's a little harder to start. And with the days getting shorter, you'll be using your headlights more, too. So right now is a good time to have the battery in your car checked and serviced, if needed. Your car saver can tell you in a moment if your battery is up to par. And if you need a new battery, he can give you complete information on a new super powerful Atlas battery that's a guaranteed dependable performer. Easy terms are available with a small down payment and up to 6 months to pay. No down payment is necessary if you're a Chevron credit card holder. And your car saver will give you an allowance for your old battery. So to be sure of a start all through the winter, better stop in soon for a car saver battery checkup at any standard station or independent Chevron gas station where they say and mean we take better care of your car. Once a crook, always a crook. That's the stern code by which John Kroner swears. And apparently it's been vindicated in the case of his nephew, Ralph. For on the very day that Ralph was released from prison, he assaulted his uncle, robbed his safe, and ran. It seems open and shut. But if your name is George Valentine, at least 2 points need explanation. Why is Al Ridley, a dissident and shady private investigator, involved in this case? And why did Ridley's strong-arm boy and killer, Stan Marco, show up in Sageville on the very day that Ralph returned home from prison?
This room of Ralph's hasn't been touched, has it, Betty?
No, Mr. Valentine. Old Sheriff Gunter was in here. He looked around, but he didn't disturb anything. His mind was already made up about Ralph, like everyone else's. Oh, I don't know what you or I can do for Ralph.
Well, we're at least going to try to get at the truth, aren't we, Betty?
Oh, yes, but...
That's all we can do. And you must help us.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Hey, tell me, this room is kind of barren, isn't it? I mean, no personal things of Ralph's. Nothing much about. Nothing on the dresser.
Well, when Ralph went to prison, Uncle John threw all his things out. Didn't want anything to remind him of a jailbird, he said.
Yeah, I know. He told me that himself.
Someday I'm going to sit down with this Uncle John and tell him a thing or two.
Oh, he's as hard on himself as he is on anybody else. The code of honor is a stern taskmaster.
Let's review this. As I get it, Ralph came here after dinner. That's right now, isn't it?
Oh, no. You see, he talked to Uncle John for a while. I don't know how long, because I went to my room first.
I see. Well, he must have sat here and smoked for quite some time. All these cigarette stubs in the ashtray.
Sheriff Gunter said that proved his point all the more. That Ralph was waiting for Uncle John to fall asleep so that he could rob the safe.
Mm-hmm. The closet. Is there anything in the closet?
Well, I don't think so.
Well, let's take a look. Pretty bare. No clothes. Not even a...
What have you found, George? What is it?
On the corner, over there. Wait a minute.
A pair of shoes. Ralph's shoes.
Are you sure they're his?
Well, yes. They're the heavy, clumsy shoes they gave him in prison. I know because, see, I noticed them when I first met him at the train.
Well, that's funny.
Well,
They won't help the case much. They'll say he took his shoes off before he went into the library, so he wouldn't make any noise.
Wait a minute, Brooksy. Ralph had no other shoes. No house slippers, nothing like that?
No, I told you before, no.
All right. Take a look. Right here in the other corner, on the dust on the floor.
Huh? Ralph's room was closed all these years. Some footprints.
Yeah, but not the big, heavy ones from Ralph's shoes. The man who stood here wore smaller shoes with pointed toes.
Well, what does that mean, Mr. Valentine?
I'm not sure, but come on. Betty, you've got to be our guide while we go sightseeing. Sagebrush and cactus. From the house straight up to the bench road up there.
Desert. As far as the eye can see.
Yeah.
And mountains in the distance. Those are the dead hills.
Dead hills?
Mm-hmm. Bandits are supposed to have hid out there in the old days.
Hey, tell me, that road up there, where does it lead? Both ways?
Well, this way it goes into town. The other way it goes into the hills.
Any other way of getting out of the hills?
Only a much longer way. About 4 or 5 miles from here, there's a fork in the road. Well, the fork follows the hills and hollows across the highway 15 miles after it leaves the main road. George, what are you trying to find out?
I think I have found it.
What?
Angel, go back to the house with Betty. I want to get together a little meeting in John Kroner's hospital room.
Mr. Valentine, I told you what the nurse said. Mr. Kroner is a sick man, and it's late.
Well, let the young fellow have his say, boy.
Thanks.
Yeah, let him have his say and get out of town. I can help him leave.
Never mind, Ridley.
Well, what I have to say, gentlemen, is very simple. Ralph Kroner didn't run away. He was kidnapped.
Kidnapped?
I never...
Oh, this guy is nuts.
Make yourself clear, Mr. Valentine.
I said Ralph was kidnapped. That's clear enough.
What makes you think so?
Ralph was raised on your ranch, Mr. Kroner. He knows this country well. He knows he couldn't get very far along the cactus and sagebrush without his shoes.
What shoes are you talking about?
I'm talking about his prison shoes, the only pair he owned.
Oh, nonsense.
If he did assault you in the library, Mr. Kroner, all he had to do was spend another couple of seconds to go back to his room, get his shoes from the closet, and then run.
Who kidnapped the kid? A ghost?
Yes, who? There's nobody else in the house.
Are you sure? I saw the footprints of another man in the closet. Ridley, could it have been your playmate, Marco?
But
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't, huh? I think that whoever was hiding in the closet slugged Ralph, then dragged him out through the French doors in the library.
But why?
yes. If Ralph is innocent, why would anyone take a chance on kidnapping? Why not leave him behind?
That's something I don't know yet. But I have a little theory. I think that Ralph is being kept prisoner by someone up there in those dead hills.
You're just guessing, aren't you, Mr. Valentine?
At the moment, I am, yes. But, Mr. Kroner, you ought to help me make sure. In the morning, I'd like you to arrange a searching party.
Well...
You owe that much to a man you think is guilty.
That's a waste of time.
Still, I can't see any harm in it.
Okay, then, gentlemen, that's it. Unless there are other questions.
No questions, friend.
No.
No, nothing.
Good, good. Then we'll see what tomorrow morning will bring. And I think we're due for a little surprise. I know it's late, Sheriff, but I think what I told you will really work.
Well, I don't know, Valentine.
And only you can help me.
Well...
Oh, look, please, Sheriff. We know there's no other way out of the hills except the fork road.
Yeah, that's right.
And any car will have to go into second gear to go up that mountain at that point you told me about.
Well, that's for sure.
All right, then, I think we better get going. Can we get out of town without being seen? I don't want anybody to recognize your car, Sheriff.
Well, we use the car that's being painted in Mac Green's garage. It belongs to cousin of mine.
Good, great.
Get out through the side door.
All right.
Dang if you don't make me feel like one of them big city police lieutenants.
Well, in this particular situation, Sheriff, I wouldn't trade a slew of them for one of you.
Dark and quiet. That's all. Hardly a soul ever passes on this road, Valentine.
Well, we're lucky to have a full moon.
Lucky to have a spot where we can hide and not be seen, eh? How long are we going to sit here, Valentine?
Sheriff, your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, sure getting cold.
Yeah, it is that.
Listen. I hear it. Going into second. Has to slow down.
Here.
Recognize it? Recognize the car?
Oh, not yet. Okay, wait. Oh.
What?
Oh, that's Billy Johnson's jalopy.
You sure?
Yeah. The girl with him. Just out joyriding, that's all.
Oh, great.
You know, I think you're off on a goose chase, Valentine.
Oh, but, Sheriff, they wouldn't take a chance on the highway. They must take this road. Now, please, Sheriff, wait a little longer, will you?
I guess I...
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, listen. This could be it.
Ready?
Getting closer.
It's a strange one.
That's it. Now, wait.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, hold on. Stop that car.
This is the sheriff. Stop!
Look out, Sheriff.
Take the light you aim for the tire.
Right.
Oh,
Sheriff, you all right?
Oh, I got me in the shoulder.
We got him, Sheriff. We got him.
Careful. Come on out of that car and keep them high. Come out. We'll start shooting.
You got me. I give up.
Stand there. Well, company.
Marco and Ridley. Going joyriding?
Aye.
And surprise. Ralph Kroner, I guess.
Sure as Ralph. All trussed up and gagged.
Well, now, Sheriff, we'll get the whole story straight.
I know it might have been foolish, but I wanted to be the one to return the money that I stole.
Ralph, I never suspected that you still had it.
At first, I thought it would buy me anything that I want. But then, somehow, I knew I couldn't do that.
And you knew that, didn't you, Bowen?
Well, I suspected it. I didn't think Ralph had a chance to spend it. Then I paid him a visit in jail. He told me he was going to do something that would make Mr. Kroner believe in him again.
So you hired Ridley to help you find the money. And that's why Marco came here.
Yes, but Ridley double-crossed me. I thought Ralph had really run away.
Those two men were going to make me tell them where the money was.
The safe was broken into to confuse the issue.
I guess so.
I was waiting for everyone to go to sleep so I could get the money. It was hidden outside the house.
I heard the noise in the library. Must have been Ridley who knocked me out.
Yeah, sure.
Ridley and Marco came out to the shack tonight. They said the place was going to be searched tomorrow morning, and they had to get me out of there tonight.
Why, that's what you had in mind all along, Mr. Valentine.
Mr. Kroner, I was hoping a little trick might flush out the birds. It'd be a pretty hopeless job searching those hills.
No, I want to make it absolutely
I got
clear
news
that...
for you, Bowen. Just explain it to the sheriff. I got my work cut out for me. Explaining all this to a couple of curious ladies who missed all the excitement.
If engine wear is important to you, then this performance report should be too. Here's more proof that heavy-duty RPM motor oil cuts wear in automobile engines. Using heavy-duty RPM, an engine in the Northwest ran over 130,000 miles, yet showed less than half as much wear in that time as other engines did after only 75,000 miles when lubricated with another oil. Heavy-duty RPM kept oil consumption way down and greatly increased the time between overhauls. It cut wear rate to a minimum and gave top protection against acid, gum, and corrosion. So get what's best for your car. Get heavy-duty RPM motor oil at any independent Chevron gas station or standard station. They say and mean we take better care of your car.
The way Ralph looked at you before must have told you how we both feel, Mr. Valentine.
Sure, Betty, sure.
Marco and Ridley are so mad at each other they haven't stopped spilling the beans yet.
Yeah, and Bowen will need all his lawyer's eloquence to get off with a short prison term.
I think the smartest man in all this is Uncle John.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I think he'll be a lot less positive about things in the future. Such things as honor, for instance.
His code of honor. But he said even Cactus isn't all severe and unbending. It has beautiful flowers to soften it.
Miracles of nature all around us. Even bachelors' buttons can suddenly change into orange blossoms. Just like that.
I beg your pardon?
It's a prop joke of long standing. I'm sure Mr. Valentine can explain.
The only thing Mr. Valentine will say at this moment is, good night.
Tonight's transcribed adventure of George Valentine has been brought to you by Standard Oil Company of California on behalf of independent Chevron gas stations and Standard stations throughout the West. Robert Bailey is starred as George, with Virginia Gregg as Brooksy. Let George Do It is written by David Victor and directed by Kenneth Webb. Gigi Pearson was heard as Betty, Lester J. as Marco, Frank Gerstle as Ridley, Victor Rodman as Kroner, and Bill Boucher as Bowen. Music by Gaylord Carter. Your announcer, John Heaston. Listen again next week, same time, same station, to Let George Do It. Let George Do It is heard overseas through the worldwide facilities of the Armed Forces Radio Service.
Give to the United Crusade 7 great services in one. You give but once. Give enough for all. Listen to Let George Do It again next Monday night at 8 p.m. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, a pretty powerful story here. At least in terms of the overall message. That even honor has to be tempered with mercy. And, of course, a pretty good capture by George Valentine. Good job setting the trap. And overall, pretty nice episode. So, all right, well, we turn now to listener comments and feedback. And Tammy says, I wanted to say thank you, Adam, for all you do. I stumbled upon your podcast on TuneIn about 6 months ago and am now exploring your website. Listening to the shows and the insight that you share has been wonderful. I'm introducing my children to these. They just love them. Well, thanks so much, Tammy. I appreciate you listening. That will actually do it for today. Join us tomorrow for Sherlock Holmes. Remember, coming up next week is our listener support campaign. You can rate the show on iTunes. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support. And now here is today's episode of Sherlock Holmes, The Adventure of the Curious Crypt.
From New York City, the makers of Clipper Craft clothes for men and more than 1,200 leading retail stores from coast to coast present that immortal character created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes, starring John Stanley. This week's story, The Adventure of the Curious Crypt.
Holmes, it's cold down here in this tomb. Black as pitch. Can't see a thing.
Quick, Watson, the lantern. Just look about and see if...
Holmes, listen. Someone's walking on the roof of the tomb.
Yes, Watson. We have a visitor.
He's opening the crypt door.
We're at the door of Dr. John Watson's study, and we're about to hear another of his adventures with the fabulous Sherlock Holmes.
Well, good evening, Mr. Harris. Come in.
Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Watson. What memoir are you compiling tonight, sir?
Well, tonight, Mr. Harris, I'm hard at work on an adventure that is outstanding among my memoirs for sheer terror. To recall it even now makes my flesh creep. My old friend Holmes always refers to it as the adventure of the Curious Crypt. And after you acquaint our audience with the facts on Clippercraft clothes, Mr. Harris, I shall proceed with this remarkable story.
Thank you, Doctor. Some hot, sticky morning, you gratefully put on your Clippercraft summer suit. You are comfortable all day long. And that evening, people remark how nice and cool you look. And you do, because your Clippercraft lightweight suit retains its smart appearance long after other suits are heat-crumpled and sagging. Clippercraft suits, stand up so amazingly well because they're fashioned by master tailors from fine selected fabrics of porous weaves that are designed to keep you cool. And you pay very little for all that extra quality. Only $33.75 to $42.50 for a tropical weight Clippercraft summer suit. You save through the unique Clippercraft plan, whereby more than 1,200 independent merchants from coast to coast pool their tremendous buying power. You get the benefit. Wear a Clippercraft summer suit, look much better, feel much better, and save real money. And now, Dr. Watson, what about the adventure of the curious Crypt?
Well, Mr. Harris, it began in the summer of 1899. This was a decade when fortunes were being made in the New World by enterprising Englishmen. And among the new rich was a man named John Gibbon. Strange and eccentric man, this Gibbon, not without a rather shady reputation. He returned to England to retire with his son Cedric and his daughter Ellen. And it was said that the children hated their father bitterly. The London newspapers had dubbed Gibbon Silver John, since he had a distrust of paper money and of banks. And the rumor was that his fortune was a vast hoard of silver dollars, concealed somewhere in his house. Then one night, in the cellar of the Gibbon Manor,
it's around here somewhere. Money's buried somewhere, and I...
Cedric? Cedric, answer me. Oh, you're digging in the cellar again, eh? You stupid young fool.
Father, I'm
trying to find my money, eh? Trying to rob me, you young whelp.
I've begged you for an allowance, Father. Even a loan.
Yes, well, you'll rot before you get a penny, do you hear? I spent hard years in Canada, risked my life to make my fortune.
I know. I know all about it.
And if you think I'm going to let a dissolute son and an extravagant daughter bleed me into bankruptcy, you're wrong.
I see. You spent a fortune just for that mausoleum of yours at Kensington Cemetery with your statue on top of it. And yet not one penny for your own daughter and son.
My daughter and son? You want nothing from me but my silver dollars. Nothing. But you'll not get them. Not even after I've gone.
Why, you contemptible old blackguard. You rotten miser.
Cedric, what?
I ought to choke the life from you.
Cedric.
Curl my hands around your scrawny neck like this.
No, don't. It's murder, do you hear? Murder. Help! Help!
Cedric! Father! What are you doing? Cedric, stop it! Stop! Let go!
He's cut us off without a penny, Ellen. He deserves to die.
Cedric, don't! You're mad! Let him go! Please, please,
All right, I'll let him go. I'll let him go, but the next time I'll kill him. As heaven's my witness, I'll kill him.
Get out. Get out, you young whelp. Get out of my house before I call the police.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, that's the story. The whole story. My father and brother had this awful quarrel in the cellar. And now...
Now your father's disappeared, eh, Miss Gibbon?
Yes. He's vanished completely.
Interesting, very. You have no idea of your brother Cedric's whereabouts?
No, Mr. Holmes. Not since my father ordered him out of the house.
I see. Why did you come here to Baker Street, Miss Gibbon? Why didn't you go to the police?
Because this is a family matter. The newspapers, they'd be unmerciful, Mr. Holmes. Besides, my brother Cedric, well, he might be involved in...
Murder, Miss Gibbons?
Yes. Yes, murder.
Yes, certainly, Holmes. The young man might have been desperate enough to have done...
Yes, quite, Watson, quite. Now then, Miss Gibbon, let us review the facts. Your father, John Gibbon, made a fortune in ranching properties in Western Canada. He was a partner of a brother, Hugo Gibbon.
Yes, that's right.
Do you recall him, Miss Gibbon?
Uncle Hugo? No, Dr. Watson. Both Cedric and I were too young to remember anything.
I see. To continue. Your father cheated Hugo out of his share of the ranching properties, drove Hugo into bankruptcy, and then finally disappeared.
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Will you help me find my father and brother?
You can count on me, Miss Gibbon. I find this situation rather bizarre, and hence much to my liking.
caretaker.
What is it? What do you want?
I want to get into the cemetery. Unlock the gate.
Sorry, sir, it's past midnight. We don't allow visitors in Kensington Cemetery after dark.
Look here, caretaker. I just want to look at my father's tomb. My name's Gibbon. Cedric Gibbon.
Gibbon?
That's right. And, there's a quid in it for you if you'll do what I say.
Well, can't see any harm in it if you just want to look. Come along.
Let's see. That's it. My father's tomb, curse him. There's his statue on the roof. Egotistical old fool. No. No!
Welcome to Kensington Graveyard, Cedric.
No, please! Don't!
Holmes, Joe, have you read the Morning Telegraph?
No, I haven't, Watson. What is it?
Cedric Gibbon. He was seen last night.
Indeed? Where?
Yes, he entered the Kensington Cemetery shortly after midnight. And he never came out again. The cabby who drove him there, the caretaker Malsby who admitted him, both identified young Gibbon. That isn't the end of this devilish business.
What else is there?
Well, both the cabby and caretaker swore they heard Gibbon scream. After that, a kind of wild and weird laughter coming from the graveyard.
I see. And, of course, the police have already blundered into this case.
Yes, they have. They searched the cemetery and found nothing except for Gibbon's footprints and... Well, by Jove.
Well, what is it?
Well, according to this newspaper account, the footprints ended abruptly on the cemetery road, as though Gibbon had been picked up by some...
Watson, get your hat and stick. Let's be off to Kensington Cemetery at once. Note, Watson, Gibbons' footprints are quite clear here on the cemetery road. Luckily, the road's damp from the recent rain.
Oh, Dash it, Holmes, this whole thing has a touch of the supernatural, ghouls and all that sort of thing. Who do you think did that weird laughing?
We shall find out in good time, my dear fellow, I assure you. And... Aha!
What is it, Holmes?
Note, Watson, observe. The footprints.
Joe, that story in the Telegraph is accurate. The prints do end abruptly.
Not quite, Watson, not quite.
Eh? What do you mean?
Look, the earth has been scraped to the side of the prints and into the grass as though Gibbons' shoes had dragged.
Yes, so it appears, Holmes, so it appears. But what...
Observe, too, that these prints terminate less than 25 feet from the mausoleum of John Gibbon.
Is that significant?
Very.
Yes, but why, Holmes? What did you...
Later, Watson, later. At this moment, I should like to examine the roof of the tomb. The roof so jealously guarded by that marble image of the eccentric millionaire, John Gibbon.
Holmes, I don't see anything up here on the roof.
Don't you, Watson? Then you're obviously in need of spectacles. There are definite scratches on the polished stone surface of this crypt roof.
Yes, Joe, you're right, Holmes.
And what's more, they lead to this tightly locked door. Come, Watson, let's be off.
Where to, Holmes?
First, a talk with the caretaker, Malsby. And then we shall return to this crypt later. You see, I'm convinced that this tomb contains some devilish and macabre secret, Watson. And I propose to enter it tonight.
Here's a message from the fine, independent local merchant who sells you Clippercraft clothes. He points out that there's so much difference between an ordinary suit and one that has been scientifically designed for summer wear. And that's precisely what you get in a Clippercraft summer suit. Clippercraft master tailoring, plus the finest of summer fabrics, woven with millions of tiny windows to keep you cool. Every Clippercraft suit and sport jacket bears the Clippercraft label, that famous trademark derived from the staunch clipper ships that established honest New England quality everywhere in the world. Clippercraft lightweight suits at only $33.75 to $42.50 give you remarkable value. Yes, this summer, just as all the year round, you can always rely on Clippercraft suits and the fine local independent stores that proudly sell them. That's why men who know insist on Clippercraft clothes bearing the Clippercraft label. So be sure to visit the Clippercraft store in your city.
These leading stores in the metropolitan area are proud to add their names to Clippercraft in your suits, sport jackets, and tropicals. In Manhattan, John Wanamaker Men's Stores, Broadway at 8th and 67 Liberty Street. Saks 34th, Broadway at 34th. In Brooklyn, Abram and Strauss. In Newark, New Jersey, Boulevard Men's Shop, Kresge, Newark. And in Jamaica, the B&B Clothes Shop, 16408 Jamaica Avenue.
And now, Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson, you were relating to us the adventure of the curious Crypt.
Yes, so I was, Mr. Harris. So I was. As you recall, both John Gibbon and his son Cedric had vanished under strange circumstances. And at Kensington Cemetery, Holmes had conducted a thorough investigation, expressed his intention to return and enter the crypt that night. At any rate, as we came out, we stopped in at the cottage of the cemetery caretaker, Malsby.
You heard a scream, Malsby, and then a kind of wild laughter. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was terrible, terrible. Enough to chill a man's blood.
Yes, I see. A question, Malsby.
Yes, sir?
The rules on the entrance sign state specifically that no visitors are allowed in Kensington Cemetery after dark. How does it happen that you admitted Gibbon through the gate?
Well, Mr. Holmes, he was John Gibbon's son, and the old gentleman's an important person here, so to speak. Built the biggest tomb in the graveyard. I couldn't very well refuse his son. And as he said, he only wanted to take a look at his father's tomb.
It didn't strike you strange that he wanted to view the crypt in the dead of night?
Well, no, sir. We get some pretty queer customers visiting the cemetery.
Yes, I see. One more question, Malsby. Have you ever met John Gibbon?
The old gentleman?
Yes.
No, Mr. Holmes. I've only been here a month or two. The only part of Mr. Gibbon I've met is that stone statue of him on the crypt roof.
I see. Well, Malsby, at the moment there's no more information we require. Thank you.
Sir.
Come, Watson, we must be off.
Well, Holmes, afraid we didn't find out much there.
Oh, on the contrary, Watson, we did.
Eh? What?
Surely you've noticed that Malsby was slightly bow-legged.
Bow-legged? Holmes, what the deuce is
Moreover, his eyes were watery blue and squinted.
Oh, dash it all, suppose they did. What's a man's eyes and legs got to do with it?
Merely details, Watson. Perhaps significant, perhaps irrelevant.
What is it, Holmes?
Look here on the path, Watson. A silver dollar.
Yes, so it is. But what is that?
Rather unusual, don't you think, Watson, to find a silver dollar lying on the ground outside an English cemetery?
I suppose it is.
Yes, quite. I'm beginning to see the pattern here of a devilish and ingenious plot. When we return to the graveyard here tonight, I hope to unearth the last few missing threads. Well, Watson, we're in luck tonight.
Indeed? How?
There's enough moonlight for clear observation. Observe that massive marble building just on the other side of that deep hollow ahead.
Yes, the Gibbon tomb. An infernal statue of old John Gibbon standing on the roof. I must say the juicy thing looks almost alive there.
Watson.
Yes, sir?
I believe I just saw the statue move.
Move?
Yes. It raised its arm and turned its head toward us.
Well, Holmes, you must be mistaken. That statue of John Gibbon is made of stone. It can't move. Good Lord, what was that?
The statue. It's laughing, Watson.
Joe, Holmes, you're right.
Look at it. It's running across the mausoleum roof.
Holmes, this is incredible. My eyes must be playing tricks on me.
It's jumped off the tomb roof. It's running across the graveyard. Quick, Watson, after it.
Holmes, we lost sight of it. We ran down into that hollow. It came up the hill here.
Yes, and the roof is empty now.
Yes, but how could a stone statue run and laugh like a maniac, eh?
Obviously, the statue was human. Come, let's get up on the crypt roof. Here, I'll give you a hand.
Yes, right, Holmes.
Now, Watson, note this supporting pin on which the statue stood. Observe how shiny it is.
What does that mean, Holmes?
It means that the real statue, the stone figure, has been removed from this supporting pin and carried away. If I don't miss my guess, it's in the interior of the crypt. And our next step is to force open this metal crypt door.
Holmes, it's open.
Yes. Someone's been here before us.
Perhaps the thing is inside the tomb now, eh?
Yes, perhaps. Obviously, the only way to find out is to enter the tomb and see for ourselves. You have your pistol handy?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, I have.
Good. Then let's proceed down these stone steps.
Why haven't you started down the stairs?
Be with you in a second, Watson. But first,
Holmes, what the deuce are you doing up there?
Merely closing the crypt door behind us. Now then, let's go down. We could use your dark lantern now and...
What the deuce, Holmes?
Quick, Watson, the lantern.
Yes.
Hold it up. Uh-huh. Observe, the stone statue was lying on these stairs and you kicked it down. And by its sound, it's a hollow affair, probably a marble surface over a plaster base, and easy enough for a strong man to lift. Now, suppose we go down to the crypt itself.
Holmes, the place seems to be empty.
Oh, on the contrary, Watson. Look in the corner.
Good Lord.
Precisely. 2 bodies. One John Gibbon, the other his son Cedric.
The marks on the neck have been strangled.
Yes, they have indeed, in a fiendish and unique way, I might add.
What is it, Holmes?
There's a silver casket here on this raised platform. Another whim of the eccentric old gentleman John Gibbon.
Holmes, you're not going to open it?
I am indeed.
Holmes, good heavens.
Yes, Watson, as you see, it's full of silver dollars and... Watson, listen.
There's footsteps on the crypt roof.
Quite. We have a visitor. The fiendish killer. Quick, out with that lantern.
Good evening, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson. I left the crypt door open for you. You walked right in, you fools. You walked right in.
Holmes, who is it?
It's quite obvious, Watson. This man is Hugo Gibbon, alias Malsby, the caretaker.
Hugo Gibbon?
Precisely, the brother of old John Gibbon and his former partner.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, you are very clever. I am Hugo Gibbon. That cursed brother of mine robbed me, cheated me, ruined me, sent me to an asylum. But I escaped. I came back.
Yes, you came back and discovered that John Gibbon hid his fortune in his own mausoleum. You gained employment here, saw him come to the tomb and posed as the statue. In the dark, he was unaware that you were alive. Then when he walked underneath, you lassoed him and strangled him.
Go on, Mr. Holmes. Go on. You are right.
You did the same to his son Cedric, who finally suspected that his father's wealth was buried here. You took the crypt door key from old John's pocket, hid both bodies here, and started to carry the silver dollars out.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, you are very clever, but it won't do you any good, because I'm going to lock you both in this crypt, bury you alive, and when you're both dead, I'll come back with the rest of the money in the casket.
Holmes, he's got us trapped.
Good night, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, good night and pleasant dreams.
Quick, Watson. Have your pistol ready and after him. Up the stairs. Hurry.
The tomb door. It's locked,
Holmes. No, it's not. I smashed the lock before we entered. Watson, there's Hugo Gibbon running through the cemetery in the moonlight. Quick, fire your pistol. Good shooting, Watson. You got him. Well, Watson, our man Hugo Gibbon is safely in the custody of Scotland Yard. Your shot was not fatal, but he will pay his debt to the Crown.
You know, it seems incredible, Holmes. So Gibbon, alias Malsby, hid the real statue in the crypt, posed on the roof himself, and lassoed his unsuspecting victims, eh?
Exactly. You will recall how the footsteps ended, but the marks on the grass indicated that something had been dragged across it. Hugo simply hauled in his rope with his strangling victim on the end of it.
But how did you know Malsby was actually Gibbon?
Oh, it's obvious, Watson. Only a man who'd lived in the West could cultivate such skill with a lasso. And the caretaker, I knew immediately, was a Westerner.
But how?
His legs were bowed, a characteristic symptom of long hours in the saddle. Then, too, his eyes squinted, another trait of ranchers used to staring at far-off horizons. Naturally, I thought immediately of John Gibbon's brother and old ranching partner, Hugo.
And the silver dollar you found near the cottage convinced you that he had robbed the tomb?
Quite.
You know, Holmes, I must congratulate you. I've never seen you conduct a more brilliant investigation.
Thank you, Watson. I am, as you know, fundamentally a man of modesty. Shall we merely call it extraordinary? Let it go at that?
Well, Dr. Watson, that was quite an adventure.
Yes, sir. It was indeed, Mr. Harris. And I might add that the police, at Holmes's suggestion, excavated the caretaker's yard and discovered some 200,000 silver dollars buried there, most of which had come from deep recesses in the walls of the Gibbon Crypt.
Oh, a fortune in those days, Dr. Watson. And now, what about next week's adventure?
Next week, Mr. Harris, I shall relate to you the adventure of the Red Death. It concerns a bottle of laundry ink, a vengeful sea captain, and what was probably the greatest threat to the population of London in that decade.
The makers of Clipper Craft clothes and more than 1,200 stores from coast to coast have brought you another in the new series of broadcasts featuring the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes. Our stories are based upon the character Sherlock Holmes, created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Sherlock Holmes is played by John Stanley, Dr. Watson by George Spelvin. This week's story was written by Max Ehrlich with special music by Albert Berman. If you don't know your Clipper Craft dealer, write Clipper Craft, 200 Fifth Avenue, New York City. Be sure to listen next week to Sherlock Holmes in The Adventure of the Red Death. This is Cy Harris speaking for Clipper Craft Clothes. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Welcome back. Well, a somewhat typical entry in the series. Can't say I'm too surprised. I should note this is the second to last of the John Stanley run. Next Thursday will be our very last John Stanley episode. So we will, and then the week after that we'll have Been Right. So something to look forward to. All right, well, we do have just one quick listener comment. This one comes from Sherman, who says, love the show. Well, thanks so much, Sherman. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That will actually do it for today. We will be back tomorrow with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. And join us next Thursday for the very last John Stanley episode of Sherlock Holmes. Today's episode is brought to you by the financial support of our wonderful listeners. Thanks so much for all your support. Here now is today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, The Woodward, Manilla Manor.
For your listening enjoyment, John Lund as
Johnny Dollar.
Ralph Wheaton again, Johnny. I'm glad I caught you before you left.
Oh, there's almost 2 hours before my plane leaves. What's on your mind?
Another cable came in from Manilla just now. The amount taken in the burglary is roughly $75,000.
That's dollars and not pesos?
Dollars. And they mentioned that a clerk has dropped out of sight.
Oh, a native?
An American. His name is Blake, Daniel Blake.
Blake. All right.
That's all so far. What's your hotel in Manila? Do you know yet?
Yeah, the Hotel Tondo.
Tondo. Good. I'll get word to you there if I learn anything you can use. Good luck on the trip.
Hi, fellas. Care to join me in a quick look at the past? Okay, here goes. Back around 1890, Charles Dudley Warner, who was editor of the Hartford Courant, wrote in an editorial, "Everybody talks about the weather, but nobody does anything about it." Well, maybe no one did in 1890, but someone definitely has since then. Our United States weatherman. He's quite a busy gentleman who works for the Department of Commerce. His job is to read thermometers, barometers, anemometers, and other assorted meters, which forecast weather conditions so the rest of us will know what to plan or what not to plan. Like hanging out the wash or going to a baseball game. Information about weather conditions is also given to aircraft pilots and ship captains so they can plan their flights or cruises accordingly. Of course, they need more than just weather data, and the Commerce Department gives them what they need. For the pilots, the department issues aviation charts and maps and sees to it that air markers are laid out so that the pilots can find their way easily and safely. For the ship captains, the Commerce Department issues nautical charts and tide tables to indicate when and where it will be safe to navigate their ships. The department also inspects the ships to see that they're in perfect operating condition and issues licenses for the operating of the ships. So the next time you look up at the sky and wonder what kind of a day it's going to be, the thought might also cross your mind that many lives and valuable cargo carried by American planes and ships are depending on the United States weatherman who is also looking at the sky.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office, Columbia All Risk Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my investigation of the Woodward Manilla matter. Expense account item 1, $1,188.75. Airfare and incidentals between Hartford and Manila.
Passenger Dollar from the incoming Pan American flight number 103. Will you go to the ticket office, please? Passenger Dollar from the incoming Pan American flight number 103, please. Will you go to the ticket office?
Yes, sir. My name is Dollar. I was being paged.
Oh, yes. These gentlemen are waiting for you. This is Mr. Dollar, sir.
Oh, yes. I'm Floyd McDonald, Mr. Dollar, local manager for the Woodward Company.
Oh, how are you?
And this is Mr. Irving Morgan, my assistant.
Mr. Morgan?
Glad to meet you. I've made arrangements to have your luggage sent on to your hotel if you'd like to do it that way, and Irving and I can drive you right in.
Oh, fine. This is very nice of you.
Well, I know how it is. At least I don't want to bother with the details after a long flight like that.
If you will give me your luggage check, sir.
Oh, yeah. I have them right here.
Thank you.
Well, that's all, I think. The car's right outside. We can give you the details of the burglary on the way in.
McDonald told me very little that I didn't already know. The store he managed, one of Manila's largest hardware stores, was part of the American-owned Woodward chain. He discovered the loss of the $75,000 himself on Monday morning when he'd entered his office and found the safe open.
Naturally, I feel very badly about it, but everything that can be done is being done.
Well, I don't know who the main office is blaming it on, but I think you'll find that Floyd and I were anything but careless. Well, we've got 5 years without a loss behind us to prove that.
Were you in the habit of keeping that much money in your office safe?
Well, it wasn't my idea, nor to my liking. It was because of a company rule. They were worried about conditions on this side of the Pacific and ordered us to stop banking our cash here. Instead of the usual yearly transfer, our money has been going to the States once a month.
Oh. I didn't save much this time. No. Now, what about this clerk, Dan Blake?
No, don't get me started on him.
Now, there's nothing proved yet, Irving.
Now, what's it going to take to open your eyes, Floyd?
We don't agree on just what to think about Dan, Mr. Dollar. In spite of the circumstances, I find it almost impossible to believe that Dan would do this to me.
Well, could he have done it?
Of course he could. He had access to the office.
Yes, that's true, but I can't forget that he was a very good friend of mine. He was like a son to me.
Was he in any trouble that you know of? Owe any money?
I hadn't heard of anything.
Well, he's been out of sight 4 days now. What kind of a search has been made for him?
I understand the police have been working very hard. They classify him as the chief suspect, too.
But you got to realize that the Philippines aren't like the States, Dollar. It's not hard to drop out of sight here. It's a big world.
Yeah, I know. I just watched a lot of it pass by. Well, as soon as my luggage arrives and I can get into a fresh suit, I'll contact the police and see what they've got. Expense account item 2, $350, including tip. a pitcher of gimlets delivered to my room. While I waited for my baggage to arrive, I relaxed in front of a window. My hotel was 2 blocks back from Manila's Great Bay, in a section called El Puerto. And from my room, I could see enough of the Orient and the native craft working the harbor to give even a hardware store burglary an atmosphere of intrigue. Expense account item 3, 80 cents, cab fare to police headquarters, where I was shunted into a side office to wait for the sergeant in charge of the Woodward case. He finally showed up.
Sergeant Malvar, you wait for me?
Yes, my name is Dollar.
I know. You come to talk of my burglary. You're a policeman?
No, not quite. I've been hired by an insurance company to learn what I can about it. Have you gotten any place with your search for Dan Blake?
Dan Blake? No, I don't look for him now.
You don't?
No. I have captured the thief.
Oh? Oh, who is it?
Miguel Nazaleda.
You've recovered the money?
He will not say where it is yet, but he will say tomorrow, maybe.
Well, what evidence do you have, Sergeant?
He cannot say where he was that night of the burglary.
Is that all?
He is by profession a thief. He was arrested while he was robbing another store last night.
Uh-huh. Does he speak English?
Oh, yes.
I wonder if I could see him. Maybe I could get him to talk.
All right. You come with me. You don't stay long. Only 5 minutes.
That's good enough. Miguel?
Who you? Why you come here?
How old are you, Miguel?
50.
Where do you work?
No work. I get hurt in a bombing. No work.
Do you have any children?
See. 2 daughters.
Where do they work? Does either one work at the Woodward hardware store?
Work in prison. Both work in prison.
Sergeant Malvar says that you stole some money from the Woodward store.
No.
You make it easier for yourself if you tell the truth and give up the money.
I don't got money. If I got money, then why I steal 5 pesos from other place? Why? You tell police why. If I got lots of money, why I steal a little more? Why? Because I don't got lots of money.
Well, that's good enough for me, Miguel. Sorry I took up your time.
You don't stay long.
I think he wants to sleep.
What would he say to you?
That he didn't do it.
Bah.
And that if he had, you wouldn't have caught him stealing 5 pesos because he wouldn't have needed it.
He need a kick in the head for his life.
Do you have any connection between him and the Woodward place?
He told you he got 2 daughters in prison?
Yeah, he did.
He lies. They come out, but they don't go back to him because he steals their money.
Oh. The daughters have connection with Woodward?
Connection? If we need connection, we find one, all right. Tomorrow, maybe.
I had an idea Sergeant Malvar's philosophy reasoned that it was a lot easier to grill the prisoner than it would be to continue the search for Blake. But I left him to his own devices and cabbed to the Woodward store. I was told that neither Floyd McDonald nor Morgan were in, but that a secretary would help me.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Dollar? I knew that you were coming out. My name is Charlotte Page. Floyd McDonald is my uncle. He had to go out to Ermita, but can I help you?
Well, I wanted to look at the office to find out where the safe was.
Oh, I can show you. Mr. Dollar, I know you've been here only a little while, but have you learned anything?
Well, not much, but all of it looks bad for Dan Blake.
Oh, I can't believe it. I just can't believe that Dan would do a thing like this.
How well did you know him?
Evidently not well at all if he stole the money. We're the same age, and we found something in common working here together. I've had dinner with him occasionally and gone to the beach.
Do you know if he was in any kind of trouble? Deaths or anything?
Well, no, I thought he was very happy and comfortable here. Seemed to be.
Where's his safe now?
Oh, it's under the rug in the desk. You have to lift the corner of the rug.
He knew where it was?
Oh, yes, everybody trusted him. He's been here for years.
Did he know the combination?
I don't think so. Uncle Floyd handled the cash.
Or could he have memorized it?
I don't know that either. I hadn't given it a thought.
Well, I guess we can put the rug back. I forgot to get his address from the police. Do you happen to know what it is?
Well, I've forgotten. It's on, Sam Pollock. Well, I can find it on the payroll. It'll be right here. Be too easy to find him there, wouldn't it, Mr. Dollar?
Yeah, much too easy. But I might pick up a crumb or two.
Oh, here it is. 307 Sam Pollock Street.
307. Thanks. Tell Mr. McDonald I was here, would you please, and that I'll be in touch tomorrow? There was a fair biography of Dan Blake in his room. I learned that he was born in Duluth, Minnesota, 26 years ago, that his father wrote him occasionally, that he'd sailed with the Merchant Marine during the war and had made a few inter-island trips after that. I made a list of the places he'd visited, but that was all I could do for that day. It wasn't until the next morning that I went to police headquarters and waited again for Sergeant Malvar.
Oh, you come back again. We do very good without your help.
Well, pardon me, I don't want to butt in. I just wondered if you knew that Dan Blake spent a lot of time learning these islands.
Oh?
Did you know that he spent some time in San Jose, on Mindoro, and on Marinduque, and in Palo and Leyte?
I did not know.
Well, I might pay you to check those places. There are more, too. From here, clear down to Mindanao.
The search is finished.
What do you mean?
Dan Blake has been found. He was adrift in a dugout in Tayabas Bay. He was taken aboard the ship, and then he died.
What killed him?
He was shot many times.
Well, what about the money?
It has not been found. Not yet.
Yeah, sure. But maybe tomorrow.
You know, many great men have attained the highest office in our land, the presidency of the United States. Can you guess the name of this man? As a boy, his general health was bad. But as a man, he was a dynamo of energy. He was only 42 when he became president, the youngest man ever to hold that position. His administration was a fairly untroubled one. There was still no income tax. Other taxes were comparatively low, and the United States was in a peaceful era. Conservation of our natural resources was one of his greatest concerns as president, and in 1902 he signed a bill putting the Reclamation Act into action. If you don't have his name by now, here's one more important clue. During his administration, work was begun on the Panama Canal. Who was he? Theodore Roosevelt, 26th President of the United States. His life is part of your American heritage.
And now, with our star, John Lund, we bring you the second act of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar.
Sergeant Malvar, Manilla Police, was again taking his inimitable approach to a subject, believing what he wanted to believe. When I asked him how he knew the body was that of Dan Blake, he told me the ship captain who had picked him up said so. And how did he know? Well, the man had mentioned the name before he died. That was all. And it wasn't enough for me. I put in a call for Floyd McDonald, the Woodward Company manager, and asked him to meet me at police headquarters for identification.
When did this develop, Dollar, and why wasn't I notified?
Nobody was notified, Mr. McDonald. Sergeant Malvar was playing it close to his chest.
Where is this Sergeant Malvar?
He didn't tell me where he was going. He left word that we could look at the body and then left. My name is Dollar, Corporal.
See, you go in.
Thanks. I know this is unpleasant, but we have to find out.
Good Lord.
Is this Dan Blake?
Yes. Yes, it's Dan. Cover him up, please. Where did they find him?
In a dugout canoe. Someplace called Tayabas Bay, I think.
Yes, Tayabas Bay, southwest of here. Who found him?
A man by the name of Kovar. He's the captain of an inter-island schooner.
Could we leave here?
Sure.
What happened? Do you know?
Well, not firsthand. He'd been shot in the back 4 times. He was alive for a short time after Captain Kovar picked him up. And the money hasn't been found.
I see. Then there's no explanation yet.
Well, not that I know of. The schooner is anchored offshore just south of the Pasig River. You know where that is?
Yes. You're going out with the ship?
Yeah, I'd like to talk to this Kovar. I guess I can hire a boat to take me out there.
Oh, I'll drive you down to the docks. As a matter of fact, I'd like to go with you.
Oh, it's a good idea if you have the time.
I'll take the time. That's my car. There.
That must be the boat.
The Sea Nymph. Is that the name?
Yeah, that's it. Skipper? Skipper, that's the one there. Sea Nymph. That's a little precious for a wreck like that, isn't it?
Some are even worse. I don't know how they stay afloat. There's somebody on deck.
What do you want?
Are you Captain Kovar?
That's right.
We want to talk to you about that body you brought in.
You the police?
No, this man is Mr. McDonald. Dan Blake works for him.
Hey, Cobra, get a line on the showboat. Okay, come on aboard. I'll put the ladder over it. Watch it. You get quite a pitch today.
Now, my name is Dollar, Captain. I'm working on the burglary for an insurance company.
Come on in the cabin. I'd like to learn about that burglary. All that police sergeant will tell me is that I got the money and I better give it to him. That'll take some doing. Now, take the chairs, you two. I'll take the bunk. Now, what about all this?
Well, there's a little over $75,000 missing.
He didn't have anything when I picked him up.
He was in a dugout canoe, huh?
That's right. Looked like a Moro craft to me. Oh, I see what you mean. It was empty. I looked it over.
How long did he live?
15, 20 minutes, maybe not that long. I don't think taking him aboard did any good, but I didn't know the shape he was in.
Did he say anything about the shooting?
Nothing I could understand.
What did he say?
I told you I couldn't understand. Just some noise.
Oh, but you were able to understand his name.
You're beginning to sound like that police sergeant, mister. I don't like that. I thought I was doing right when I brought that boy
Now,
in.
wait a minute, Captain.
We should have left him there. Police right now are getting papers to search my ship. Now you start.
I'm not making any accusations. You were the last person to see him alive. I'm interested in what he said.
He said Blake. That's all I could understand. I tell you the truth, I wish I'd left him there. But you know what I think?
What?
If he went from Manilla to someplace on Tayabas Bay where he had his dugout, plenty could happen. That's about 60 miles. There's still a lot of trouble with the Huts these days. They don't think twice when they get the chance to kill an American. $75,000, so much the better.
What do you think, Mr. McDonald?
Well, it's certainly a possibility.
I didn't bother questioning the crew. I knew that Sergeant Malvar, if he hadn't already, would take care of that when he returned to search the schooner. I spent the rest of the morning and part of the afternoon in routine legwork on the case, and at 4 o'clock I got the sergeant's report. He hadn't found the money. However, my legwork had uncovered an interesting point. Floyd McDonald was up to his neck in personal debt. I didn't think of the point, so I waited until his assistant, Irving Morgan, had gotten to his home. Good evening, Mr. Morgan.
Oh, hello. Oh, I've been thinking about you. Come on in.
Thanks.
How's it going?
Well, it's hard to tell.
What I hear, that money's gone for good.
Did McDonald tell you that?
Yeah, isn't that right?
Maybe, but it's occurred to me that these Hucks could be pretty handy people to have around.
I don't get you.
Well, when a killing outside the city can't be explained any other way, it's marked off to the Hucks.
Well, you don't think they shot Blake?
Well, I'm not as sure of it as everybody else seems to be.
Well, just what do you mean, Mr. Dollar?
How much did you know about McDonald's personal life?
Why, I see him socially, if that's what you mean. We're good friends.
Does he owe you any money?
Well, it seems to me that's a very personal question.
Well, I have to ask that kind once in a while. I've learned that McDonald owes a lot of money to a lot of people. 1,000 here, 1,500 there. Loans, gambling debt.
He'd be ruined if this became common knowledge, Mr. Dollar. He'd lose his position, everything.
How far do you think McDonald would go to save himself?
Are you telling me you think Floyd arranged this theft?
Well, it's something to think about.
And killed Blake? Oh, no, he didn't.
You're sure?
Why, he couldn't have. He's not that kind of man. He's desperate, yes, but he'd never do a thing like that.
Would he be at home now?
No, I don't think so. It's only 7. He usually has dinner at the club.
What club?
The Merchants Club. Well, Mr. Dollar, don't question him down there. Wait till he gets home.
All right. And I can count on you not to tell him I'm waiting for him.
You certainly can. I want to stay as far away from this as possible.
An hour and a half later, a cab dropped me in front of Floyd McDonald's home. The residence, at least, was a picture of propriety. I followed the sidewalk across a neatly hedged lawn, and halfway to the house I stopped to watch a man come out the front door. Well, Captain Kova.
What do you want?
What are you doing here?
Forget it.
No, I can't. What's your part in this?
Never mind. Forget you saw me.
Come here.
Over! Get up! Get up!
Oh. Now you.
Oh, I didn't expect this. You live here?
Yes.
I came to talk to your uncle. Is he here?
No.
And Captain Kova was with you?
Yes, Captain Kova was with me.
You're hurt. What did he do to you?
He hit me.
Why?
Because he's insane. He thought he had to hit me. He wanted the money, and I gave it to him.
You gave him the money?
All of it, every penny of it. I didn't want it anymore.
Well, that's not what I mean. You were holding the money for Dan Blake?
For us. We were together.
Kova earned it from Dan before he died.
Yes. Dan kept calling for me when he was dying, and Captain Kova thought he was blackmailing me. He thought I gave him the money to keep him quiet. But I didn't. Dan and I tried to get away from this place. Have a life of our own. We tried. Now, I don't care what happens to me.
Where's the telephone?
Through that door, but you don't have to. I'll go to the police by myself. I just wanted to wait until Uncle Floyd got home.
I'm not worried about your personal problems, Charlotte. That's not my job. Kova and that $75,000 is all I want. I tried not to waste a minute, but time slipped by. 15 minutes on the phone, 25 minutes to get back into Manilla. But when Sergeant Malvar finally arrived at the harbor police dock, a boat was ready for us.
I come as quick as I can. His ship is not at anchor?
I checked it. He moved out about 20 minutes ago.
We go then. Estamos listos. It's a dark night.
What if we don't find him?
Well, he don't get out of bay. Both his corregidor are right now waiting. The girl, she was accomplice?
Well, she held the money. So if he was picked up, you couldn't prove possession. She was going to meet him later.
The hook shoot him?
That's what Kovac told her.
No, but the hook don't kill them.
What's that?
The police doctor, he said bullets don't kill Blake. Blake choked to death. The Kovac killed him to learn secret.
I think we can prove that, Sergeant. Can we get any more speed out of this thing? A 20-minute start isn't much when a schooner with auxiliary power is matched against a police boat. With our speed and the beams from 4 searchlights fanning out around us, we covered every possible course that Kovas could have set. It took us less than 30 minutes.
Hey! There she is. Now I saw this man we have struck. Tiene unos balazos adelante de él. We fired in front of him.
That's slowing him down.
He cursed me, that man, when I searched his ship. Now Sergeant Malvar hit calls back. Fuego! Stop, fool! Is he crazy? Maldito sea one of our lights. He's crazy, but he don't get away. We move him right now and go on board. Vamos a abordarlo!
He's shouting something.
Capitan, cover! There is no use to fight. We come aboard! Cover! Get started!
He's got to be stopped, Sergeant.
¡Abran fuego!
Expense account item 4, $230. Blanket item covering hotel, transportation, etc. Item 5, same as item 1. Expense account total, $2,611.80. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Welcome back. Well, if you've been listening to the show for quite a while, you will note that this was actually originally an Edmund O'Brien script. It was originally broadcast in November of 1950. This episode was broadcast June 29th, 1954. We had a missing episode in the Arthur Baldrick matter, which aired between last week's episode and this one. Definitely had the earmarks of those Edmund O'Brien scripts, which tended to almost come out of nowhere with the solution, which sometimes felt like they were trying to be very clever, but didn't necessarily work out that way. And for our purposes, this the Edmund O'Brien episode, actually we played that back in January 2011, so it's been a couple years since we even played it. All right, well, that will do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with the lineup, and join us next Friday for another episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This weekend at GreatDetectives.net, we have a couple articles up. On Saturday, we're pleased to bring you our continued countdown of the top 25 Dragnet stories, and we cover from number 10 to number 6. So next week, we will have the top 5 stories. And then we also count down number 14 and number 13 on my list of radio's most essential people. You can read more about it at GreatDetectives.net. You can also subscribe to the stories. If you have a Kindle, have it just directly downloaded to your Kindle through the Kindle store, and you can try that out free for 2 weeks. All right, well, now it's time for today's episode of The Lineup, The Jersey Parallel.
We take you now behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup.
We can take this row right here.
Well, will this take long, Lieutenant?
Not too long, Mrs. Wheeler.
I have to do my shopping for the weekend.
It won't take long.
Did you catch the man?
We don't know. We picked up everybody in the area that has a record or looks suspicious.
Well, I hope you have got him.
Well, it would be
May
easy.
I have your attention, Awful please? Thing to have a man like that running around loose.
You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please?
Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please renumber the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. At the end of each line, when I ask for questions or identifications, call out the number. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The officers who took
How
your
many
name
are we
will
going to
assist
look
you
at?
there seated above.
Oh, half a dozen or so.
Please be prompt with your questions or identifications. When the prisoners leave here, they are sent to the bathroom and dressed back into their jail clothes. It makes it quite difficult to bring them back after they leave here. The questions I ask these suspects are merely to get a natural tone of voice, so do not pay too much attention to their answers as they often lie. Bring on the line. All right. Move up to the end of the stage. Right on up to the end. Keep it moving. All right, turn and face front. Hands to your sides. Look straight ahead. You take off your hat. Okay, number one, Leonard Foster. Disturbing the peace. State your age and where you live.
I'm 42 years old. I live at 109 West 88th Street. And you know darn well I wasn't disturbing the peace.
That's the charge, Leonard.
I was walking along, mind my own business, doing nothing. I get hauled in. For no reason, you haul me in. You ain't got a charge, so you say I'm disturbing the peace. What am I disturbing, I want to know?
5 arrests, 2 convictions.
Yeah, a long time ago, sure.
Petty theft, possession, vagrancy.
Yeah, I know what I done. I done 180 days for what I done, but I ain't done it lately.
Just answer my questions.
I get hauled in for disturbing the peace because I ain't disturbed nothing. I give the arresting officer a little trouble, sure, because I know you got nothing on me.
Leonard.
And he tags me with a phony charge. Just because you can't pin nothing on me. And you want me down here.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, I'm down here, but I ain't done nothing.
You all through shooting off your face?
Some guy shakes the screw loose and shoots up the town, so you're hauling everybody with a record. I don't go around shooting nobody.
Number 2.
Oh, disturbing the peace.
Shut up. Number 2, Edward Clark.
Hello, Sergeant.
Where do you live, Edward?
Same place, Sergeant.
Tell the people.
215 West 110th Street.
Where do you work, Edward?
On the twin charge.
You've still got 10 months to go on your parole.
Yeah, look, we all know why we got picked up.
Yeah, for nothing we get picked up.
I told you to shut up.
I know my rights.
All right, get him out of here.
Come on,
I want a lawyer.
Run him down to the tank and let him cool off. I'll move.
Okay, but I know my rights.
All right, Edward. What were you doing when the officer picked you up?
Walking.
Where?
No place, just walking, nothing else to do. I didn't shoot nobody. I never even come close.
Okay, number 3. State your name and where you live.
John Eggleston, 110th and Orange.
You've got quite a record, John.
Not for killing nobody.
You know about the killing?
Sure, some psycho gets wild with a gun and kills everybody in sight.
He killed 7 people, wounded 3.
Pretty psycho.
Number 4. State your name and where you live.
Thomas Cashin, 53376.
You were picked up a long way from home.
I'm a wanderer.
What were you doing when the officer picked you up?
Window shopping.
You were picked up a block away from the shooting.
Yeah, I even heard it.
But you kept on window shopping.
None of my business. Sounded like backfires to me.
You don't know the difference between backfires and gunshots?
Me? Well, how would I know?
1938, arrested on suspicion of armed robbery. 1939, breaking and entering, served a year and a day. 1941, suspicion of murder. Same year, convicted and served 3 years for armed robbery.
It'd make a heck of a movie, wouldn't it?
Number 5. State
None
your
of
name and
these
where
men
you
are the one you're looking for, Lieutenant.
Sure, now, How about the rest of you?
I
don't see him.
No, he's not up there. No,
You said you were leaving your girl.
Sergeant Greb.
Yes, Lieutenant.
No identifications. Run on the next bunch.
I'm beat.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect an identification on any of those boys. The man we're looking for was... He probably doesn't even have a record.
Well, we'd better get him in a hurry. The whole town's yelling for an arrest.
He's a mental case. No doubt about that. No motive in his killing. Shoots anybody indiscriminately. 7 people. Just walk down the block and shoot him.
Have you looked at ballistics report?
Yeah. Ties in with what the witnesses said. Said it was a big gun. Luger automatic pistol.
Yeah, machine pistol. Well, what do we do?
I think he's still in that area. Look at figures that he lives somewhere around there.
Why does it figure?
Well, that gun he had was a pretty big gun. Couldn't possibly carry it in his pocket. He's not going to walk very far with it before using it. I think he walked out of his house or wherever he was staying, started down this block. First person he saw, he killed him.
Maybe he drove a car.
No, that's no good. If he had a motive, sure. If he had a reason for killing those particular people, if he planned it, but... No, this was just insane, wild massacre. Was anybody he saw, anybody on the street?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, look at the first person he shot, a 5-year-old boy playing on his roller skate. Walked up to him and killed him. 10 people he shot like that. 7 of them dead, maybe an 8th. No. I'm convinced he probably sat around in his room, this thing eating at him, made up his mind, walked out, started down the block, and went crazy.
Well, if you're right, you've narrowed it down to a pretty small area, and somebody in that area must know him and be able to recognize him and tell you who he is.
Well, we've got a fairly good description from the witnesses. Nobody recognized him, but they all gave a fairly accurate description. Let's give it to the police artist. Let him draw up a picture. Where are the witnesses now?
I've got all 5 of them down looking at the mug file. Mrs. Wheeler keeps yelling she's got to do her weekend shopping.
She mentioned it to me several hundred times.
She's probably got a grouchy husband.
Yeah. Go get him, man. Now, if you'll all just sit down, please. This is Mr. Collins. He's going to listen to your descriptions of the killer and try to reconstruct his likeness. Mr. Case?
Yes, Lieutenant?
As nearly as you can, will you again tell us what this man looked like?
Why, certainly. He was...
Just a minute, please. Now, the rest of you, if you have anything to add, speak up. If you disagree, say so immediately. All right, Mr. Case.
He was about as tall as the sergeant.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was about...
You're about 6 feet, aren't you, man?
Close, within a quarter of an inch. Yeah, he was thin. He was wearing a white shirt.
Just a minute.
Yes.
You said he was thin. How thin? What would you say he weighed?
Oh, I guess about 160.
Oh, thinner than that. My husband weighs 160. He was thinner than that.
Well, he could have been. I'm not a very good judge.
No, more like 150.
Mm-hmm. You all agree?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Yeah,
yes.
about right.
He was wearing a white shirt, Mr. Case?
Yes, white shirt and dark pants. I don't know what color pants.
Brown, I think, brown.
He was just wearing a shirt, no coat?
That's right. And in this weather, too.
Well, that makes it look more like he didn't walk too far. Shirt and brown pants, huh?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah. Anything else?
I can't think of anything. No, I can't.
The rest of you?
No, I can't think of it.
No.
All right, now, this is really important. How many of you got a really good look at his face? Good enough so you could give an artist a description fairly close. Raise your hands, please. Everybody but Mrs. Wheeler?
Oh, I only saw how he was dressed, Lieutenant.
All right, Mrs. Wheeler. Now, we'll start with the complexion.
Lieutenant.
Yes, Mrs. Wheeler.
As long as I can't help
All
now.
right, Mrs. Wheeler, you can go get your shopping done.
Well, I can't do much good here.
No, you certainly can't. Goodbye, and thank you, Mrs. Wheeler.
Well, you'd think I didn't want to
Will you
help.
show her out, Matt, please?
Yeah, sure.
Now, would you say the man had a dark, medium, or light complexion, Mr. Case?
Well, I'd say it was definitely dark.
Yes, it was.
Okay. Dark hair?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
It was cut very short. You couldn't miss it.
Would you say he had a long head or a short, round head?
We had a very thin face. The head was long. Very heavy eyebrows. Dark eyes.
Well, wait a minute. They weren't so heavy.
Heavier than yours.
Well, not
Oh,
like Johnny
certainly
Lewis.
heavier than mine. Look, I got a good look at him,
Oh,
too.
for heaven's sake.
Wait a minute, will you please hold it, hold it.
A little more on the nose.
Yeah, he's right. On the bridge of the nose. Not so straight.
Yeah. Lieutenant, could I be excused for a second?
Sure, go ahead, Mr. Case.
We've been in here over an hour, Ben.
Okay. Squad room is crawling with reporters. We'll have to give him some action soon.
Don't you think I'd like to give him some action?
Now, don't get jumpy.
That's nearly it. That's pretty close to what he looked like.
I think he had more of a pointed chin. You know, it stood out more.
I don't know. That's pretty close.
You've disagreed with everything I've said.
Look, lady, I'm sorry. I just don't think his chin
You
was...
don't think anything. You just say no. It don't look like that.
No. Say what you like, lady. Get as nasty as you want. I don't think
Please,
he had
now, please, look. I know it's tough for everybody,
It wouldn't be so tough if this here monkey
Now,
was...
wait a minute, please. Wait a minute. I heard one of you say that it looked pretty much like the killer.
I said so.
If the chin was more pointed.
Yes, all right, but it's close.
Yeah, it's close.
All right, then.
I hope I didn't take too long.
Well, that's all right, Mr. Case. Take a look at the picture, please. You think it looks like the killer?
Yes, that's very close. Now, if you'll just change...
Thank you, Mr. Case. Get the picture, Matt, and let's get out of here. Here it is, boys. This is as close a description as we could get on the killer. Each one of you take one and start circulating in the area. Show it to everybody. Newspapers already have these, but they won't be out for a while. Hand them up, Quine.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right. Well, where to?
We'll start at the scene and work south and north.
Hey, I just thought of something.
What?
I haven't had breakfast or lunch. I'm starved.
It's an event you wait for 12 months. The grand finals of Horace Height's original Youth Opportunity Program. And next Sunday night's the big night for 1950. The most talented young Americans Horace Height has ever discovered in his famous nationwide auditions will be heard competing for the championship and the $5,000 grand prize. Arthur Olson, 17-year-old piano sensation from Minneapolis. Sidney Barabas, the brilliant young coloratura. Jesse Owens, baritone, who left his shoeshine stand to win one of Horace Height's quarterfinal rounds. You'll find them and the others on CBS next Sunday night, when the Horace Height Original Youth Opportunity Program comes your way on most of these same stations.
Yes, sir? Is something I can do for you?
Police.
Oh, yes, sir. About the killing, huh?
That's right.
A couple of policemen were in earlier. I didn't see it.
This man, ever been in your store before?
Well, I don't recognize him.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think I've ever seen him before.
You run the store alone?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Want to bowl a few games? With your head, sure.
Oh, that's very funny.
There's a bar over there, Matt. You take it. I'll talk to whoever's in charge of the alleys.
Right.
Yeah, you want an alley?
No. You ever seen this guy before?
You a cop?
That's right. You ever see him?
No. He the guy that killed all those people?
Yeah.
What a terrible thing that was.
How long you been working here?
Me, I run the place. Well, I hope you catch that guy. Ain't safe with a guy like that around.
How many people you got working for you? Just the people who might have seen this man if he came in.
Let me see. There's Marge. She's the one over there serving the beer.
Uh-huh. Who else?
Let's see. I got one waitress and two bartenders working in the bar.
The bar's being checked.
Let's see. My wife, Marge, the waitress, two bartenders, and my wife. Well, that's all that's working here outside of the pinboard.
Okay, let's talk to them.
Sure. Talk to my wife first, if you want her. She's the one at the cash register.
Uh-huh.
When I opened the place, she took over the cash register. It's figured. Tell me, you married?
No.
Congratulations.
Everything's 7 blocks north, everything's 6 blocks south, and it doesn't look like we're going to get a thing.
I'll try this one.
What, the barber shop?
Yeah.
Hey, just have a seat, gentlemen. You next.
We're the police. We want you to take a look at this picture.
Police? Sure, let's see. Ever see him before? Yeah, I think so. It looks like him. I cut his hair yesterday. If it's the guy I'm thinking of.
Who is he?
His name?
Yeah, his name.
His name, I don't know. He's only been in here 3 or 4 times. He likes his hair short, like in the picture. He done something?
Yeah, he's done something.
Funny guy. You know, he's always talking about the army, about all the battles.
He talk about where he lived?
Oh, he never talked about where he lived. Just about the army and how he wanted his haircut. And how he didn't like the people in his town. What'd he do?
He killed some of the people he didn't like in this town.
He was the one? He killed all those people today?
We think so.
Holy gosh, I cut his hair.
And he didn't tell you where he lived?
He said nothing, but I know, at least I'm pretty sure.
Where?
A rooming house, block down the street. I seen him go into one through the groceries. This side on the corner, the end of the block.
Thanks.
How do you like that? He killed all those people. I cut his hair.
Yes?
You the landlady?
Yes, that's right. You want a room?
Police. We want to talk to you.
Oh, all right.
We'd like to come in.
All right. What's wrong?
Keep your voice down. It's about one of your rumors.
One of my rumors.
Take a look at this picture.
Oh, him. What's he done?
Who is he?
Name's Fitch, Arthur Fitch. What's he done?
Is he in?
Yes, come in a couple of hours ago. Still in his room, I think. What's he done?
Where's his room?
Second floor, first door.
Where's your phone?
One on the wall, only one we got. You'll have to pay a nickel.
How many other people in the building?
It's just me. We got one vacancy. Everybody else is working.
I see.
Would you mind telling me what this is all about?
We want Arthur Fitch on suspicion of murder.
Murder?
This is Sergeant.
Murder?
Captain Waldo.
Keep your voice down.
Hello, Captain. This is Sergeant Greb. Ben and I are in a boarding house on 103rd Street, 314. We think I got a man. Yeah, that's right. Name Arthur Fitch. A barber identified him. According to the landlady, he's up in his room now. No. We'll wait for you. Right, Captain.
He'll cover the area.
Look up, son.
You'd better go outside, lady. Get off the street as quickly as possible.
But my place.
Lady, you've got a murderer upstairs. You want to stay here?
All right.
You go outside, Matt, and wait for Waldo. I'll
right
stay
where
here.
you are.
Oh, good Lord.
Don't move.
Don't shoot us, Arthur.
Better put it down, Arthur.
I'll kill you all if you move.
You don't have a chance, son.
I never do. Somebody's always trying to hurt me. I never have a chance. I said don't move.
Oh.
All right, Arthur.
You think you're smart, don't you? You think you're pretty smart. I heard you talking on the phone. I heard you when you came in. I saw you coming down the block. I knew you'd get here sooner or later. Just haven't made up my mind what to do yet. Just haven't made up my mind. I feel so bad. Everybody makes me feel so bad.
We don't want to hurt you, Arthur.
You don't. You're lying.
We just want to talk to you.
Want to talk to me, huh? You want to talk to me, then you want to go out and tell people things about me. You want to make people talk about me. You want to make them hate me.
We want to show you how to get out of here, Arthur. Show you what to do. Help you make up your mind.
You're lying.
We just thought we could help you, Arthur.
You want to help me?
That's right.
How? How can you help me? Nobody around here wants to help me. Not since I got here. Nobody likes me. Just like that other town. Everybody's saying things about me, planning things. How can we get Arthur out of town? Arthur's no good. Let's run him out. I showed him.
We'll hide you, Arthur.
I don't believe you. I don't know you.
Well, sure you do. We've helped you before.
You have?
Sure. We don't want you to get hurt.
We'll hide you so you can't get hurt.
You've helped me before?
Sure. Don't you remember?
No.
Oh, we've helped you lots of times.
The policeman. You call the police?
Ah, we just said that.
Yeah, so we could fool them. Get you out.
You've helped me before?
That's right, Arthur. We'll help you this time, too.
When did you help me before?
Lots of times when you were in trouble. Remember all the times you were in trouble?
And how you got out of them, Arthur? How you got out of trouble? We helped you. You haven't forgotten us, have you, Arthur?
Will you get me out of this trouble?
Sure, we'll show you the way.
Yeah. Jeff, please. Please help me.
Come down the stairs.
All right.
Now, you've got to hurry.
You're going to help me?
Sure, like we helped you in the Army. All the times you got in trouble.
You were in the Army?
Sure, we were in the Army.
What's that?
Well, it isn't anything, Arthur. Come on
No,
now.
No, Mrs. Evans, come up here.
You better do it.
Hurry up or I'll shoot the whole bunch of you.
Yes.
Up the stairs. We'll go to my room so I can think. They won't hurt me while I got you.
Where is he, Lieutenant?
He's got the landlady upstairs in his room. He's got the machine pistol, too.
Whole area is surrounded.
He's a complete paranoiac. Really came apart at the seams. Thinks everybody hates him.
What do we do?
Well, he's killed 7 people already. We can't take a chance on that poor landlady.
We almost had him. Just another second, and we just about had him talked into thinking we were his only friends. I doubt if he'll trust anybody now.
Come on, let's get outside.
Oh, here comes Captain.
Now, wave him back. The more cops Arthur spots, the more desperate he'll get.
Oh, we just can't let him sit up there. There's no telling
I got an idea, Matt. Stay close to the building. According to the landlady, that's his room right above us.
No way to get up there.
And there's a building across the street. If we can get into the second floor... Quine, go get a rifle.
Can you spot him?
No. I can see right into his room, but I can't see Arthur or the landlady.
Probably sitting down.
If he'd only get in front of that window.
Yeah, we can't wait. No telling when he's liable to start using that gun.
Then we're no better off than when we started.
We are if somebody can get him in front of that window.
Well, how's that going to be done?
And I'll worry about that after I see whether I can talk my way into his room.
Ben.
Can you think of a better way?
No, but how about me trying it?
You're a better shot than I am.
Okay.
I hope you're a better shot. Remember, if I do get him in that window, I'm the fat one. Arthur? Arthur?
Who is it?
Your friend, Arthur.
Oh, why don't you go away?
I still want to help you.
Why do you lie like that? Why don't you admit it? You want to kill me.
You've got to trust me, Arthur. I know a way to get you out.
Now listen. Listen, you better leave. I've got Mrs. Evans in here, and I'll shoot her if anybody tries to get me out of here.
Please. Please, go away.
Then just look out the window, Arthur. You can see the way to get out yourself.
I don't want to look out the window. Go away, I'm warning you.
Then just let me talk to you. I can't hurt you by just talking to you.
I don't want to hear anything you got to say. I feel bad.
Oh, you. Arthur, if I can prove I'm your friend, if I can prove I've helped you before, will you trust me?
You can't prove that.
Well, let me talk to you. I'll prove it.
It's getting late. It's getting late. I got to make up my mind what to do.
Arthur.
How can you prove that you want to help me?
If I can prove that I helped you other times, will you believe me?
I won't say.
If I can prove I helped you in the Army. If I can prove I was in the Army with you.
Go ahead.
Well, let me in. I can't talk out here. Somebody might hear us.
Put your hands up over your head. I've got this gun, and I'm going to open the door. Mrs. Evans will be in front of me. Get in front of me, Mrs. Evans.
All right. All right.
Have you got your hands up?
Yes, Arthur?
All right. Come in.
Okay.
Stand over there.
All right.
Sit on the floor. You too, Mrs. Evans. I may not let you leave now. I may keep you here, too.
You said you'd let me help you.
I might have just wanted to get you into the room.
They won't touch me now.
You said if I could prove I was in the Army with you, you'd let me help you.
Were you in the Army?
With you, Arthur?
In the war?
Yeah, that's right.
Infantry?
Just like you.
I was in the Army for 5 years. 7 battles. Were you with me then?
That's right. I helped you all those times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, terrible times. I was decorated.
Yeah. You did a wonderful job.
Yeah. I got the Purple Heart. I was wounded.
Oh, I know. Don't you remember in the hospital? I helped you.
Yeah. Somebody else was with you. Another man. You both helped me.
That's right.
Oh, you don't know what it's like in war, Mrs. Evans. He'll tell you. All that killing. Have to kill him or get killed yourself.
I can help you out of this, Arthur. Just like those terrible times in the war.
How?
Just look out of the window.
Out of the window?
Yeah. I got a car down there, on the street, right below the window.
I don't know.
Oh, they'll never get you.
I don't know.
Well, you've got a gun.
Yeah.
Well, look out the window. Look at the car.
You'll come with me?
Sure. I'll help you.
Why do people always have to hate me?
We'll climb out of that window, get in that car.
I made them all sorry for not liking me.
Well, you see the car?
No, I don't.
It's all right, Mrs. Evans. All right.
I didn't see the car.
There wasn't any car, Arthur.
I gotta tell you something.
Go ahead.
I feel terrible about something. I gotta tell you.
All right, Arthur.
I'm really ashamed. But I never really was in the Army. I just made it up.
The lineup, where before you pass the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. Listen again next week when we again bring you The Lineup.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please? Thank you. My name is Greb, Sergeant Matt Greb. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name and charge. If you have any questions or identification, please remember the number assigned to the witness.
The Lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie and Wally Mayer as Sergeant Matt Greb, is written by Blake Edwards with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Lee Patrick, Elliot Reed, Wilms Herbert, Howard McNear, Sidney Miller, Clayton Post, Joe Duvall, and Virginia Gregg. The Lineup is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. Every Friday evening on CBS, the handsome young cop, Danny Clover, brings you his latest adventure patrolling the theatrical district of New York. Broadway's My Beat, says Danny, and his stories involve Apple Annies, chorus girls, society women, gamblers, theatrical producers. All of the picturesque characters that are found in Times Square. Be listening for this fine mystery series, Broadway's My Beat, Friday evening on most of these same stations. Dan Coverly speaking. This is CBS, the Star's address, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
welcome back. The one thing I noted in this episode, and I do see that sometimes people do this on radio programs where they had a break. Ideally, at the break, you should have something that's a cliffhanger that draws your audience in to come back. In this case, we had Sergeant Greb realizing he hadn't eaten all day. And I was in suspense. Is he going to get a sandwich? But other than that, this was a great episode as they're dealing with a very dangerously deranged person. Some pretty tense, dramatic action there with William Johnstone. Overall, extremely well played. All right, well, that will do it for this week. Next week, it's our listener support campaign, and we'll tell you more about it on Monday. In the meantime, become one of our friends on Facebook. As of this recording, we only need 30 more to have 2,000 friends. Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Also, be sure and fill out our listener survey, survey.greatdetectives.net. But from Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.